on to begin with, and then you start the video. Are you starting right now?
Yep, it's starting. It's 7 o'clock. We're doing this with or
What's
without
up,
you, Chris.
everybody? Welcome. You got the recording going? Okay, cool. Welcome to episode 44, everybody. As you can see, we are without our fearless leader, Chris, tonight. But we're gonna do all right. We're gonna make it through.
I'm taking over as God King.
Boom! There it is. Hey, tonight we got the Aeroplanes Common Ale and the Stone Brewing Tangerine Express IPA. So, all right, God King.
Oh, wait,
that.
what? Whoa! It's the intro time. Intro? No, stupid thing. All right. Nope. Whoa. Whatever that does, and then. Wait, oh yeah, there's a cheers. That's what happens. Man, I'm so out of the loop. Usually by now I'm like 7 beers in.
Yeah, we're already in, dude.
And then Chris is over here babysitting everybody.
Hey, what's
I don't
up,
know what's
Nathan?
going on.
How's it going, man?
He says there's nobody there, and now you have me worried. Is it just because there's the two of us, and now there's the three of us, or do you not see shit?
Hey guys, yeah, if something happens technical-wise and we kind of disappear and reappear, Chris is normally our behind-the-scenes man, even though he's on the scenes.
Shit. I didn't start the timer. All right, let's change that timer. 14, 13.
Chris, what's up, man? Joining in. He's like, you guys are so fucking shitty right now.
There it is.
Hey, I do want to give a shout out from last week. As always, we had some new likes. Tony, Brian, AJ, and Caleb. You guys are awesome. Hopefully, we see you tonight. Also, our people who were commenting a lot, giving us likes, sharing, all that. David, Nathan, Adam, Josh, Elder, Ryan, Derek, Chandler, and John. You guys are great. And then, of course, as always, our sponsors, Cave Divers. Those guys hook us up every week. Super awesome, super cool people. Shout out to our boy, Will. He was there again tonight, giving us good suggestions, asking us what we were drinking. He's the best. We're trying, Chris. We're sure trying.
I see.
But yeah, Chris is actually Chris is down in Wichita, Kansas, watching a little hip hop, little rap. What is it? Hercules. So he's down there doing that thing, following as Shriz. I'm sure he's not going as Chris tonight. He's incognito as Shriz. But yeah, we miss you, buddy. We hope you have a good concert though. We hope you enjoy it, man. And we'll have you back on next week. John, Dave, what's up, guys? Thanks for joining in.
Yes.
Let me get this shared.
So if you're drinking,
real quick.
We started early. Let us know what you're drinking.
Yep, if you guys are drinking.
We're currently on the Stone Tangerine Express IPA. And so far, I say I'm a fan.
Don't not beer talk yet. It's not beer 30.
I will do what I want.
That's not true at all.
When I want.
It's not true.
Mm-hmm.
No. Diet orange soda. Woo!
Alright.
Cheers, Gavin.
Doing the opening.
What's up, John?
There we go.
Tangerine Express, that white
Diet orange soda. Alright.
Alright, so...
He is watching that work, John. You called it.
Let's say, David, you guys had a show this weekend. I was asking Neff about it.
Yeah.
And I don't know, you didn't get as much. You said, yeah, it was good.
Yeah, no, David, everybody who knows David, he's on here every week, or tries to be on every week. He's the front man in our band, Buildings Like Mountains, give us our own little shout out, I guess. No, we played the Salina River Festival this weekend on Friday. It was a really good time. It was a really good time. We had a full tent, which was awesome. A lot of people come to check us out. We threw out some beach balls and stuff. David got to shoot a giant confetti cannon that he really wanted. If you guys go on our page, not now, don't do it now, do it after the cast. Buildings Like Mountains, there's a video that David put together as well. He's a fucking madman when it comes to video and editing and all that stuff. But you can check out and get a little snippet, and then maybe see us August 17th. We'll be back in Salina.
Doing what?
Playing a show.
Where?
Campbell Plaza, which is right outside of Coop's Pizza in the downtown area.
Pizza.
Just go downtown, get out of your car, and listen for really loud rock and roll music, and you'll find us.
So I think you guys have done a couple there.
Yeah.
How is Coop's? I've never eaten there.
It's actually pretty good pizza, man.
Is it?
I wouldn't say it's like the best pizza you'll ever have, but it's a solid pizza. Like I wouldn't never turn anyone away from it for sure.
Can you buy by the slice? You can you?
No, I think it's smaller individual pizza. If I remember right.
Said yes. I work right by there. I'm like, eh,
right. I don't think it's by the slice, but I think it's all small pizzas.
Okay.
I think it's like small individual pizzas, which is almost the same thing. It's just 4 small slices instead of 1 giant.
As long as they're hot and ready.
I think they make them to order though.
See, Nathan says it's pretty good. I just remember when it was Greeks and we went in there and there was mold in the cheese that they used on our pizza, and I was like, "Fuck this place."
Yeah.
So I don't know.
No, I don't think I've ever heard anybody have that experience. And I will say, and at least this has been in times past, because the Campbell Plaza area, you can actually like it's with Friday Night Live through Salina Arts and Humanities. It's like a BYOB thing. But I'm pretty sure in time past.
You had to have beer out there?
Yeah.
Oh.
They actually sell beer as well, and at a pretty decent price. Like it's not like bar prices. It's a little bit cheap. I mean, obviously they're gonna make a little bit of money. It's a business, but yeah, it's pretty good. Also, Nathan, talking, eating food, drinking beers. He also commented he was at Norton's, the new brewery down in Wichita.
Oh.
What'd you drink, man? Did you get?
It's like a thing on a battle axe. It looked like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you get the Sex Money? It was called Sex Money something else. I missed
Drugs,
out on
rock
it.
and roll.
I don't know what the third fucking thing was. Will will know. If Will's on later, we'll ask Will.
Sex, money, and hops.
No.
The Sex Money. I think it was something like that though. But it was like no, you would love it. It was a super fruity beer. It had like a shit ton of fruit in it.
You say that, but we're having a super fruity beer here. It's also
no. This one, like everybody that talks about it, they were talking about how like much fruit was on it. Norton's. Here's the thing. My thing about Norton's not only being like the new place, is that they do like a lot of like, just like all their shit is over the edge. They don't ever go for like a common, here's a beer. They're like, no, here's a fucking beer that you're never gonna forget. Like I love that about
That's pretty
it.
cool. Yeah.
So I think that makes it kind of one of those like love hate. Like you either love that beer or you fucking hate it because they're not going for a middle ground.
Well, he says they didn't have it.
Yeah, they were out when I went too. So I got the mango. It was an IPA, but it was mango something. Did you taste any spice in that? I tasted some spice on the back end, and it was weirding me out. But no, it was a good time, and they have an awesome like outdoor area and stuff. So even though it's hot as balls, but
it is hot as balls.
It still is. Hey, what's up, Aaron?
The worst.
Thank you guys all for joining in so early. Shout out to you guys.
So early.
Anybody who's joining in a little late who hasn't noticed. Our fearless leader Chris is gone.
No,
but we're gonna troop on without him.
Space out the way you don't notice.
So did you guys do River Festival all weekend? Is that like your primary thing for the weekend? Did you go see shows?
I did not. I did most of that like Friday, and then I was down in Wichita for the weekend. So, but and I know you. Speaking of weekend deals, you had your daughter's birthday party and stuff.
We did. The birthday party wasn't that big, but then the next day we went to the open board game day, and.
In McPherson, Village Peak?
Yeah.
Nice.
My daughter, I love her so much. She is now an 8-year-old adult. She was with a couple of her friends, and her friends are sisters.
Get to work.
And after about one board game, the sisters started fighting, and my daughter's over there just, I can't take this. I'm stressing out because people are angry. Like, I don't know what to do right now. Like, she's just so chill. She had no idea what to do. She's like, I can't do this. I can't do this right now. Like it was nuts.
Chris said no Mary?
No Mary.
Hey, what's up, Matt?
She decided not to be on this week. She asked if she could come next week, but I was like, I think either we have somebody or we're full up, but we'll have to do whatever.
She had plans.
Yeah. No, can't.
Too short a notice.
It's all right though, because by the end of the night she would have been trying to fight us all.
Oh, I know.
Mary gets feisty when she drinks. So.
She gets 10 feet tall and bulletproof. And she's hilarious. She's fun.
Will, if you were drinking any this week, if you're still with us, what did you drink this weekend, man? Anybody, if you guys were drinking this weekend, let us know.
You should play Stumps. No,
on cast.
Tate's fucking amazing at that game. It's retarded.
Tate has like Carpenter
there's only 3 of us.
Something in his
like,
Carpenter blood.
He's like Carpenter Terminator, so he can like zero in on the nail. It would just be him winning and me getting real mad.
That sounds like a
stupid
good
competitive. Yeah.
See, what I like about Stumps is usually there's
Dave.
6 or 8 of us when we play.
Hi, Jordan.
Everybody will set their nail, and then I set my nail right into Tate's nail. Because he's never going to fucking hit it, because he has to hit his nail to do it. So there's the trick.
I feel like he would sacrifice
There's
himself
the
just to
trick.
take you out.
He's tried a couple times. He has tried a couple times.
Hey, what's up, Eric? What are you
have to wait
drinking
to
tonight? I
place
know
my
you're
nail.
drinking.
I know.
Just wait to the very end.
I find the key players, and I'm like, no, we're not doing that.
We'll make the rule
Stay
that
until the
Jason
end.
has to set his nail before.
David had his first experience with stumps on Friday night.
I saw Julie snap of her war wound, and she's like, this time I actually got hit in stumps. I was like, that's fucking karma, boy who cried wolf.
Okay, this was also not my fault. I'm the one who hit the nail, which shot out of the stump and hit her in the knee and made her bleed a little bit.
Oh,
It
she's
was-
being a
It was
pansy.
Cherry's fault. David can vouch. It was Cherry's fault because she barely set her nail and no one was mean enough to pull it out and reset it. Yeah, I hit it and it would have been a spark, but instead it just rocket fired out of the stump right into Julie's knee.
She had to. She probably made the biggest deal out of that too, didn't she?
Hey, what's up, Amy, Jeff? You guys, what's up? If you guys are drinking, let us know what you're drinking.
I just remember being down here, and we're playing that game, and I fucking swing into this thing like I'm Thor swinging the Mjolnir, and just, whoosh, and I miss.
Chris gets
and
to laugh out loud.
it's like right at her feet, and she's like, ah! I'm like, oh god, I crushed you, and she's like, no, I'm just joking. I'm like, I fucking hate you right now. Like, I totally thought I shattered your foot everywhere. She's like, no, I just barely bumped my foot after it hit the floor. I was like, whew, I thought you were dead. I thought I killed you.
I had
Oh, yeah,
never
dude.
heard of stumps either before coming to Salina.
Eric's drinking that Tank 7.
Didn't we?
You're in
we
for a
looked
good
this
night,
up.
brother.
You
That
said
is
you were
a-
going to remember. You said you
Yeah.
were going to remember. It is a German
What's
drinking
up,
game,
dude?
and it is named something. Hoffenschmer.
When we looked that
You
up,
probably
we were
just said
already
something
drunk.
really
We
fucked
did.
up. You realize that, right?
It was totally that. I mean, it was. We looked it up because it supposedly carried over here. You know what?
So
that
it
would actually make
originated in
sense.
Germany.
Is that it would have been like a thing, like a Lindsberg thing, and then like one of those small German towns that just kind of blows up.
Yeah, Chris, how did you and Julie's? Because I got introduced to it by Chris and Julie as well. How did you guys?
Chris and Julie.
I
Yeah,
played
but
it
I'm
here.
saying he's watching still. How did you guys get a hold of it or whatever?
Yep, I'm pretty sure it's just like this area, this region of Canada.
But I think they got it
this
from when they
area,
were down in Georgia.
Cornhole is the game in this area.
Cornhole, they now have tournaments around.
I'm sure, but it's spread from
Oh.
here, kind of like ranch dressing. Yeah,
Amy's drinking some
and
Life
everything.
Coach.
Life
Good
Coach is
stuff.
actually really good.
It was a day. Did anybody else feel like this day
Oh.
was super fucking long?
Yes,
It
absolutely.
was bad.
Which-
They sucked.
Speaking of Life Coach, let's do this. I'm gonna transition into a thing if I can.
Oh
thing
yeah,
it.
you never faded the
Boop,
tangerine.
boop. There we go. Oh no,
Fade
it
over.
didn't,
Just
it
quick
didn't
fade.
mix. There we go. It's gonna mix. It's gonna happen. I'm the best, and it's not
Those middle
just cave
buttons,
divers.
did you see the middle buttons on there?
Nah,
I'll show
it
you.
doesn't actually. So that one will fade the one screen into the other. I don't really care about that. So this one will actually combine the two, and it takes over, so that it looks not professional. But that's fine.
You can click the cut button too. There's
Yeah.
cut and fade. It's the
It'll
same.
snap over. And,
House party. That's what's happening.
block
block
party.
Block party.
Okay, through Luke.
Where I made the guarantee last week that I will absolutely bring some Life Coach. But you can attend at the low price of sending an email to fuckyoutate@brewsbrosbs.com. So, if you would like to be at a block party, play some yard games or outdoor games, maybe play some stumps, I'm sure we're going to burn something, or a car, let's hope it's a car, there will be booze and food. All you have to do is send a sup to fuckyoutate@brewsbrosbs.
Or just show up.
I don't know where.
If
Yeah,
you know Chris's
see?
address, just show up.
See?
Don't give Jason the
You know what?
Yes, that is a real
David,
email,
It
David.
is a real email. Nathan, yes, I did. I got yours and Brad's. I think there were a couple other ones too, but I haven't checked it since like Monday.
Are you checking my
Wednesday.
email inbox?
Yes.
It goes to all of us.
I
No, it
Send it to
doesn't.
the fuck
I
you-
did not
oh.
give you. I did not sign anything. You cannot check my email.
Wait, so the
I
fuck you Tate only goes to
can.
Tate?
It was actually supposed to be Tate's email address, but now I'm making it like our info. Info at.
Yeah, Eric. Oh yeah, Eric, you got to make it up. For anybody who's actually just joining in doesn't know, July 28th, we're doing the Brews Bros BS BBQ. It's going to be a big block party. We're going to close off the street. We're going to have maybe a slip and slide. We're definitely going to have booze and food. We want everybody there. So if you want to go, like we said, like Jason said, send a quick email to fuckyoutate@brewsbrosbs.com.
Now you're gonna get all the porn in the world sent to that email.
That's fine. I don't care. It's your email.
Did you see David's fucking Tate's favorite game? Das Glory Hole Hinhunter. It's a good one.
I'm glad you liked it now. I have to call it out.
So, for everybody who's in attendance there, we're gonna have 2 buckets, one on each side of the street. One's a men's and one's a women's. That's it. Because a rental potty is like $100 a pop for a day. Yeah. Fuck that noise.
Yeah, we're just gonna have 5-gallon buckets.
Menards buckets.
Some bushes. There we go.
Eric says you had me at close down the street.
Yeah,
well, it's already reserved.
I mean, Jason's already talking about burning cars.
Down
so
the street.
I know you love mayhem and anarchy. So let's do it.
I know
David's
for
all about
fact,
destroying shit.
One of Chris's neighbors works at a car lot. I know that for a fact. So we're good. We're good. It'll happen. Actually, maybe people will just clear their fucking cars out.
Hey, did you ever click start on that timer?
Yeah, it ended, and then I closed that out, so the new time started.
I just didn't see it.
But that was a thing. Let's start with brew 1, and this time I will fade it over. Let's there we go. And 3, 2, 1. Boom!
He's starting to
Super
learn.
Pro.
He loves this.
Super Pro.
He loves this power.
Oh,
Chris, we need you
man.
back. Jason has consumed too much power.
It's so good.
He is the Thanos of the cast right now.
Hey.
What's up, Josh?
I get where he's coming from.
Hey, Evan, how you doing too, man? I just saw you guys on. Hey, whenever you guys join, give us like a Tate hate or a hey, what's up, or a hey, I'm drinking vodka with Kool-Aid syrup. I don't fucking know, something. So we know that you guys are here.
Whole lights are on, aren't they? This thing's not on. Is this normally on? Chris said, "Hey, green screen seems a little fuzzy."
I think all the lights are on, Chris.
It's a reddish.
Wait, is there one that? Oh yeah, that one.
Does that actually turn on?
Yeah.
Oh, see.
We are
How do you
missing
turn
one.
it on?
You
gotta get up
turn
there
the
and flip the
turn-on
switch. I
button?
think it's on top.
Oh Jesus!
There's like a push button. Chris can reach it.
I might not be tall enough.
Oh,
Chris is like 18 feet tall though.
Stand on the arm.
I never think he's that tall until I stand next
Yep,
to him.
doing
I'm
it
like,
live.
Just because you're lanky.
All right.
There should be a little button. There it is.
Oh!
Good call. Chris knows his
There
shit.
it is.
Isn't that now fucked up that he's like 2 hours away and he's like, hey, did you guys turn on all the lights?
You got this? You guys got this? Nah, you don't.
We're all just like,
I'll feed you, baby birds.
we're all just hanging our heads like, sorry, Papa. Like, God damn it. You're making us look like idiots.
Fucking straws.
Speaking of Josh, he joined us for Ponchos last week.
Yep.
That was awesome. And fed us parking lot chicken.
Parking lot chicken.
The guys were talking about that before the
It
show.
was
Remember
bitchin'.
last week when we had parking lot chicken? I was like, what are you... Oh, yeah, we did. We did have parking lot chicken.
After Ponchos, which was
Yeah.
Ponchos is
I mean, like, I was already stuffed. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so full, I can't eat again. And Josh was like, hey, I got some chicken in my car. You want some? I'm like, hell yeah, I do.
Well, I'm not going to say no to parking lot
Adam
chicken.
also joined us as well. Adam, if you're still
Adam
on,
did, and I
He was there.
glared at him the whole time I was there.
Oh, I know.
You guys got in some deep UFC talk.
Which was great. He was like, fuck you, fight me. And you're like, I can't. I've had a couple drinks tonight. It's not fair to you, Ed.
Yeah.
I dropped your shit.
No, it was a great night. Cool, man. Hey, have a fun time, brother.
Have a good one. You deserve
Later,
it.
Chris.
Relax.
We'll keep your house not on fire.
You got that shower door in yesterday. You deserve this. Julie, not so much. She doesn't deserve to go, but you deserve it.
David's gonna be hilarious if Chris was just sitting here the whole time just wearing a green suit and then just
Boy,
took it off.
That would be great.
He's just like perched on the couch.
Fuck. We don't know. I didn't see anybody coming in.
Damn it, David, you gotta ruin everything. Chris, go ahead. I'm just kidding. That would be great though.
Alright.
We should do that sometime. Hey, sorry, these guys are gone, and then we just fucking.
On the next Halloween episode.
Hey, what's up, Mark?
Are we gonna review this beer or
Yeah.
what?
Oh, yep.
Cool.
Do it.
Uh,
do it.
You gotta
Do
go because this is you and Chris's night. So.
So Chris picked this beer. You know
Actually,
anything
yeah,
about it?
Very surprising.
Yeah, Chris chose the IPA, which is weird.
Yeah. So it's the Stone Tangerine Express. What is this ABV?
It's on the side, I think.
6.7.
Yeah.
Oh, actually.
Stone is out of where?
I thought it was in.
Let's look on the can.
Excuse me.
They are out of Stone Brewery.
That's informative.
Escondido, California.
Really?
And Richmond, Virginia. But I think it's California. I think they're known for a California.
So it says an Indian Pale Ale packed with whole tangerine and pineapple.
The green screen's fucking it up a bit, but
it's because there's leaves there.
I get a little bit of the pineapple, but not a lot. It's not overly bitter, I feel like.
I would almost guarantee you that this thing's like 60 IBUs or more.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think it's quite that high.
Alexa, how many IBUs are in Stone Tangerine Express IPA?
Well, one of you guys tell us because we don't actually have an Alexa, but we're hoping we set yours off.
Overall, I think it's crisp. The little bit of fruit that's in it, the tangerine, pineapple is pretty good.
Hi, Mom.
But it's not like amazing. I think I would say I'd give it a 6.5.
Oh, why is it doing my year of birth?
Give it a 6.5?
6.5.
Forever ago.
I'll go next while Jason's trying to find the IBUs.
That scared the shit. 75 IBUs. Called it, motherfucker.
Damn.
Where are you finding this?
Right there,
right
on
there.
their website.
Wow.
Yeah, we're seeing shit that you guys aren't.
That's bitter.
Damn.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, you can get it in bottles too. That's nice. Okay, my review. So Chris chose this one, which is super weird that he chose an IPA, but I think they're starting to grow on him the more that he's been force-fed them by Tate and I. It is, I will say, it is a very bitter IPA. I agree with Jason. Like off the bat, I could tell it was high IBUs. I don't get a lot. It says it's with pineapple and tangerine, and I don't really get a lot of either. I can get a little, like when I very first started drinking it, I could get a little bit of tangerine, but like this is my second one in, and I don't taste fruit at all at this point. Not much citrus at all. Yeah, it's just straight hoppy goodness, which I like. But if you're looking for a fruity beer, no, probably not this one for you. Definitely don't use it as an introductory. There's smoother IPAs.
This is the IPA drinkers fruity beer.
Yeah.
Not like those other fruity beers that other people like.
Like that coconut one you chose?
Or the strawberry belly flop.
I actually like the strawberry belly flop. I think it's growing on me.
I don't want to say little.
All right.
Anyways, I'm going to give this, I haven't given my rating. What is it? 6 we decided was what? Average?
6 is I would not buy it. I would drink it if somebody gave it to me. 7 is I would buy it, but it's more of I would try it and buy it.
6
not I
is
would seek it.
It's a good beer though, still at 6, right?
Yeah.
I think I'd give it a 6. Like, it's a good beer. I would drink this again, but I wouldn't go out and buy it. Because there's better IPAs, in my opinion. There's ones that I personally like more. If you like IPAs, I would say definitely give it a try if you get a chance. It's good, but there's other IPAs that I like a lot more. And if this had a really strong fruit flavor from either fruit, I'd be like, okay, this is like a different kind of IPA. I'd buy it, go out of my way, but I just don't really taste them that much. So, all right, you're up.
I get 3 really strong levels with this. One's when you first drink it, and it tastes bitter when you first drink it, but then it mellows out into that tangerine hit, and that tangerine has a back end of pineapple, but then it immediately goes to hops and it stays there. It doesn't cut off for me at all. So, I mean, it goes through that whole wash, and you get that middle part, and you're like, I need it to stay right here. But then it doesn't, and it washes away with hops. And I think that's what ruins it for me. And
even the aroma-wise.
I'll buy you a drink, but I'm also going to need a drink. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There you go, Dave.
But 2 6s is a 12. It's better than a 10.
I don't even necessarily think that there's a fruit aroma to this.
I don't think so either.
So I would have to say overall, this one's a little disappointing. I mean, it's not just because it's an IPA. I don't like the bitterness of IPAs, and it's very, very bitter. But it's so bitter, it has that almost cut to it, you know? Like it sucks to finish drinking it. You're like, ooh, that kind of hurts my tongue. You know, it's got that little bit of a bite to it.
It's definitely piney.
Yeah. I mean, it's not bad, and the 6.7 makes you feel a little warm. I mean, I can feel it in my cheeks now, and I've only had almost one. It's okay-ish. Not just because it's an IPA, but just because I don't like flavor profile. I wouldn't buy this. It's a 5 for me. But I mean, plus or minus 1 or 2 because it's an IPA. You go for that.
Okay, cool. So 6.5, 6 and 5. So I mean, that's not a terrible deal. basically a rating of a decent beer, I would say overall. From the three of us.
Keep trying, David.
Well, definitely. I guess we're gonna definitely have one saved for you, Chris, because I don't think any of us are like super huge into it. But no. Yeah, that's the Stone Tangerine Express.
Gonna set this thing for 20 minutes.
Okay. Give us a little time to
Dang!
There we go.
You rolling? Oh, dude, it's already rolling.
Yeah.
You act like you know what you're doing.
And then,
30 mean jokes.
I'm gonna do this, though I don't know it works, but you told me to try it, so let's try it.
Oh.
Boom! Oh, actually, it just snaps right over.
Yep.
Which is pretty much what closing out.
That's why he set both of those, so in case you wanted one immediately.
So,
the somber note.
You guys are gonna see it. Oh wait, we already do at this point. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well,
I keep forgetting. Yeah, but they don't see that. They
Yeah.
see that live.
Yeah. So,
hey, Julie.
glass is up to his shot.
I want to pour one out.
How many more days?
We were talking about pouring one out, but Chris, we were like, Chris is gonna be
homie.
so pissed if he gets home and we just poured beer everywhere.
If you never watched any of his shows or listened to anything that he did, he was very passionate about what he did.
Read any of his books?
Yeah, I mean,
he's a writer, hell of a writer.
He did a lot. I mean, he described himself as, what was it? Wanted to die at 20, didn't start living until 40, had a kid at 50, lived his life at 60, and he died at 61. So, I mean, that's kind of, it's a little sobering. But, I mean, you battle with this stuff. You do seek help. But, I mean, he lived well. I think he lived a decent life.
I mean, he lived a good full life. It's just sad to see him go, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like Robin Williams.
I mean, it's one of those. He's not just a.
Talk about him having actually some brain damage and all kinds of stuff, and that was part of the reason why they believe he did what he did. But,
yeah.
Oh.
It's one of those things, you know. I don't know. He lived that full life, and you hate to see him go. And it's not necessarily just his celebrity status. I mean, he was a really fucking decent person.
Yep.
You see him in his shows all the time. He'd be, drinking, getting drunk, or doing this and that, and extracurricular activities. But like everything that you'd ever watch from him in, or everything he'd ever wrote, like he was still a genuinely decent person. He wouldn't get drunk and belligerent and yell profanities. And
I loved his voice.
So
he was so
like the commentary,
genuine.
you wouldn't necessarily be watching, but you would be listening.
Yeah.
He just had that. Yeah, it was the
he
right
he had a
pitch, it was the right
great
tone.
voice. It was just
Yep.
so
I would agree with you.
Hey, what's up, Brady?
so
if you're drinking
powerful.
tonight, what are you drinking, man?
But I like that during his shows, whenever he was overseas and whatnot, and he would visit these restaurants, he actually intentionally would not name them so that they did not get caught in tourist traps.
Yeah.
Where their business would be on the upswing, dependent on tourists, to later possibly fail.
When was the most recent that you watched anything of his?
Probably 3 years ago, at least. Yeah. I mean, it's been a good little while.
As far as like actually watching it, or as far as like something that he put out?
No, it's not actually watching something that he.
I would say within the last like 3 or 4 months. Like I'm constantly going back and like revisiting episodes of like different shows that he did. Like No Reservations, I love that show. I've rewatched that series, whatever you want to call it, like so many times. Just I don't know. It's one of those shows that like you can put on and like even if you're not paying attention, like I generally do, but even if you're not paying attention, like you said, his voice, if you're just listening to it, it's just I mean like the cool shit that he got to do and he got to be a part of. It's just I don't know. It's inspiring, kind of, you know.
So you said voice and inspiring. And I want to talk on something that he did with somebody else whose voice is voice and inspiring. Him and Obama in Vietnam.
Yep.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Hey, Kelby. Hey, Amanda.
We were talking about that before the cast. In the little restaurant that they went to, the spots that they sat in are now preserved and memorialized. They are the only ones that have done that. They are the only foreign Obama's the only foreign dignitary that's visited that area and has been tributed. What are you shaking?
David said No Reservations is also the name of Tate's favorite chlorophyll.
Oh.
Did you have to do it during the Bourdain segment? Come on, Dave.
Oh. No, he's right. Tate did say keep trying. But I also like that the restaurant there, and this was what we were talking about earlier, they only serve a couple of dishes at the time, and now they only serve the Obama Bourdain, which is the same meal that they got, which was like the crab cakes and noodles and a beer.
It looked great too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they drank a beer.
Yeah, when we were looking for photos of Anthony to put on cast tonight, we figured this was the most appropriate for the cast. Him getting a nice, delicious beverage. It's a shot of sake, but it's it's not a beer. But we thought that was appropriate for the Brew Bros cast. But no, I mean, if you go and look, even if you search, we searched Anthony Bourdain beard, and like the first 6 photos were him and Obama when they shared a meal together there in Vietnam, which is super awesome. So, right? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, my aunt said 2 guys just having a cheap beer in Hanoi. Yeah. That's what it was. And like Jason said, like that restaurant will forever have the Obama Bourdain.
Mm-hmm. I think the most recent one of Bourdain's I watched was him in Spain, and he was able to find like a surrogate family in Spain, and they had the kind of like stereotypical 6-hour evening meal.
They do.
That started at 5 and didn't end until 11 or something or later. And then I mean it was all on the roof of this house in like Barcelona, and it was such a cool.
And that was my biggest thing too, is he wasn't like he had the access to go to the biggest, most elaborate restaurants all over the world, and he would always go somewhere, and he would find like you said, a family, like just someone's family kitchen, and like you said, they'd be on the roof of their house, and like somewhere that no one else would ever get a chance to visit because they wouldn't think of going that, but like because he had that name and people knew him, they're like, yeah, come, like join my family, let's do this. We're having all the relatives over, and we're gonna do this big cook, and we're gonna cook a hog and all that. Like, and he always did that shit. And it was just like crazy because that's what he chose to do. He was like, yeah, I can eat at this 5-star restaurant, but these guys are making good fucking food tonight. Like,
I still remember an episode that he did where he went into, gosh, I want to say it's Italy, but I'm probably wrong here. He went into a little restaurant, and I mean it was a little tiny hole in the wall place. And they just served meat on wooden blocks. And they cut up this meat for him. He's like, oh, it's pretty good. But then the guy's like, hey, you want to see something? They take him in the back of the kitchen, and there's just a stairwell down to the catacombs. And he's like, yeah, fuck that, no. And I just remember that because he's like, that's probably the oddest thing that I've ever been offered is to go see skulls. But,
he's like, fuck that.
Yeah, it's from the Bourdain episode?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That sounds funny.
That sounds awesome.
I just remember that vividly because I was like, that sounds really fucked up. But I also remember him bitching about how his food was good and it was served on this block. He's like, that could never happen in America. Everybody worried about getting sick and blah, 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 just going on this huge rant rave. Right. You don't know what you're missing out on this experience where it comes right out to this and they're just, there you go. And he just went on a huge tirade about it.
He was a hell of a wordsmith too, though. Like speaking and writing.
Yeah,
he was
very articulate.
Yeah, I love it.
Good vocabulary.
Yeah. I think my favorite thing that I ever saw him, I think it was a No Reservations episode, and I can't remember the island that he was on, but he went out with someone that had like one of those like sport fishing. Hey, pay me, we'll take you out. We'll go fishing. They went out and they had fish for various tropical fishes, and then they just like as part of it, they went and landed on the beach, dug out an area, cooked these things over a fire, just like in the ground. And just sat there and ate fish like on the beach, and I think they had I don't remember the alcohol, but they had some type of, I think it was like a wine or something like that, and just wine and fish, and like to me that was like the most simple, like I mean, and I'm not a biblical person, but that was like the biblical, like teach a man to fish, or eat fish. Like they just went, they caught fish, they drank some booze with it, they cooked it over an open fire, like simple, nothing fucking to it. Like I don't know, I thought that was super awesome. And like I said, it goes back to him.
Butter and salt.
Yeah.
You saying the teach me how to fish thing today? I was reading a forum about patching, and one of the guys was
cheers, Blair.
Cheers, Jeremy. But one of the guys was teach a man to fish, and give a man a fish. He's fed for a day. Teach a man to use the internet. You won't see him for months. And I was like, nice. But then the very next part was, because it was a forum about patching. It was every network, every company's got a test network. Some companies have production networks. I was like, that's so fucking true. I love that. I was like, oh man.
I wish I could laugh at that, but I have no fucking clue.
You have no idea how many times I've pushed changes directly to production and been like, if this doesn't work, I'm calling in tomorrow. Fuck that, I'm not dealing with my own consequences. It's your fault for being cheap, not my fault for working here.
That's awesome.
It is. It was great. And then I sent that to Brad, and Brad's like,
hell yeah,
we have a dummy network, a test network 2, and then a production network. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I just, I don't have a lot, so that sucks.
Josh said he made more chicken last night. So that's
hey, bring it up to the parking lot. Let's eat. That was good chicken.
Let's not even go inside Poncho's. Let's just meet at the parking lot and just eat some goddamn
chicken.
chicken.
Was he driving a Jeep Commander?
Jeep something. Josh, what is it? I don't know if he wants to tell us.
So David, you say that, and you jest a little bit, but this was going to be a. I mean, I don't think anybody's cleared it. We have talked about it many times in the past. But it just so happens that July 3rd, the day before July the 4th, is on a Tuesday. And we have talked about doing a Crappy Beers episode, which was a callback to the beers that we started on.
Trashy Tuesdays.
Yeah, I think we may actually do that on July the 3rd. Do some barbecue food and some shit beer. So we might.
So this is my idea on it, and I think I talked a little bit with Chris on it, just like random like bullshit, because. And the name that I got from is one of our coworkers, but he always says Trashy Beer Tuesdays. What are you guys drinking tonight? And I tell him what we're drinking. He's like, all I drink is Keystone Light. Like that's just one of he's one of those guys out in the shop, you know. But my idea was we each pick our own trashy beer, in secret, and then we all bring one, and we'll have 4 beers that night. But it's like, and we might double up. It might accidentally happen. But like, you just find like the cheapest, like, what's the trashiest fucking beer I can think of, and then like show up with that, and then we do 4 beers on.
Everybody's drinking Steel Reserve. I'm getting 4 40s. Mad Dog 20.
But I don't know. I think that'd be something fun. Like,
I kind of like Busch in the classic can.
Really?
I've had those around.
We just do some domestic, like,
some piss-flavored Mickeys.
Yeah.
Woo!
Just some crappy beers. But yeah, and then also, David was also asking, I think we are going to do a little bit of a live stream during the block party.
Mm-hmm.
But we want to wait till everybody's there, so it'll be a little bit later in the evening probably. And we'll do, it won't be long because we're going to be wanting to have fun with everybody. We'll do a quick review of fucking, I don't know, whatever beer we all have in our hand. I don't know. But no, we absolutely do, David.
I'm not gonna lie. All I can think about right now is some parking lot chicken.
That's all that's on the brand right now.
Smoked chicken just sounds good.
It was. It was even cold whenever we had it. But
what's up, Brinson? How you doing, man?
It was very tender. It was very tender.
Anybody who's afraid to eat chicken that some dude offers them in the parking lot, you guys need to nut up.
Well, not first time.
Stop being pussies.
Nut up or shut up.
Because parking lot chicken is fucking good.
Amy says do a blind taste test with the crappy beers. I thought about one time doing a blind taste test with like random beers for just like a different kind of thing, but that would be dangerous with shitty beers. Beer 30, yeah. Beer 30 might be where it's at.
David, nice. He likes meeting up with strangers in a parking lot and putting meat in his mouth.
I'll tell you, parking lot transactions where you're like, hey, let's meet in the parking lot. Those are some of the best experiences you'll ever have. I've sold things in parking lots.
I really think July 3rd, Trashy Tuesday will be. I think it needs to happen. I think it'll be a great.
And that's the day Brad's on.
It is.
And that's the day Brad's on. Get him to drink the shittiest beer that you possibly can.
Hey, Brad, welcome to the cast. Here's fucking. What we sell one of those giant cans. It's called like.
Is this the
Natty Daddy?
Oh, I thought it was the Kansas City Light or whatever it is.
Oh, the KC Light.
Where it's like $2 a 6-pack.
No.
And it just the can is just white and it just has KC on it.
No, this is called the Natty Daddy.
Terrible.
It sells like crazy. We can't keep it in. I don't know. It's crazy to see the stuff that people buy. It is insane, but.
So Elder says sup. What's up, Elder?
Elder does say
hey, what's up, Elder?
And
if you notice, Chris
Elder's on. I love Elder's memes that he sends us, or his little photo edits.
Too bad we didn't have that.
Oh man, they're just such small pictures. It's hard to spread them out
Chris
here
just sent me a Snapchat.
and make them decent. So it's just kind of
that last one was kind of hard to share on the internet, Elder. You fuck.
Not really.
Oh, Chris, you bitch! He's gonna be on later watching this. He just sent me effing Ned on tap in a glass. You bitch.
That's actually a pretty decent. As far as IPAs go, that's probably one of my favorite IPAs.
That's a sour IPA, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's really good.
Him and Julie both Snapchat me. We love you guys so much. We hope you guys are having a good time. But also, I fucking hate you.
I've enjoyed that way too
Pretty
much.
good, man. If you've not tried it, you got to try it out.
That's fucking great. Oh, man.
I'm gonna go.
So, I'm gonna talk about it because I'm gonna fucking talk about it. But Neff, he went to Wichita and hung out with his old lady over the weekend. You hung out with your newly 6-year-old, or what? How old?
8.
8. Yeah. Your daughter. I had my 10-year reunion with my class of 11.
See, you did this. You were his old lady, my family, and I was like, "Are you getting a divorce, Tate?
No.
Is that what's happening?" I always knew Teresa was too good for you.
My Hamilton class of 11 got together for 10 years, and wow, it was a hoot and a half. Some rowdy folks.
It was Hamilton.
Hamilton.
What do you expect?
Any other place that would have had that same party, cops would have been there, people would have been arrested, but not in Hamilton. Everybody enjoys it.
Oh, whether you like it or not, you're gonna enjoy it.
We had no less than 3 burnouts, cornhole. What's the disc game? Beersby.
Class of 11. What the fuck, Tate?
Yeah,
baby.
Class of 11.
No.
Holy
not
shit, I
not of
always
2011. His graduating class was size 11.
There were 11 people in my graduating class.
There we go.
I was the class of 08.
Were you 08?
It was 08. Are you a 6?
Nathan, did you guys already answer Nathan?
Wait,
Nathan, the FNet on tap. Chris is down in
damn it.
Wichita, so he's at Wichita Brewing right now.
I can't remember if I was 08 or if I was 05. Maybe Sarah was 05? Fuck, I don't remember. Holy shit, how long ago was this? Blah, 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 blah. Nope, not doing math. Not happening. I gotta take off 13.
What, were you born in
It must have been 2005.
88 or 87?
86, so it's 2005. I was 2005.
Where
Sarah
did
must
you
have been
graduate
2003.
I graduated 08.
From where?
Hamilton. If you're in Emporia, you know where Emporia is? Emporia, Olpe, Madison, Hamilton.
Okay.
As far as like on Highway 99.
So you're like the suburbs 6 times over Emporia.
No, it's like this little teeny tiny speck of a town, ghost town. I think the school's going to close this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
And everybody's gonna get shipped fucking
That's
miles
kind of
away?
unfortunate.
Half will go to Eureka, half will go to Madison.
Damn. It's an extra 30 minutes.
That's one of those
on the bus
unfortunate
ride.
things, though,
Yep.
that you see schools closing down.
I rode the bus an hour every morning
To get
to school on gravel, all
Jesus.
gravel. Back in the sticks.
The Hartman had 1.5.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
straight
so
beers.
Nathan, he was down in Wichita. I said he went to Norton's. He went to Russ. Do you guys know who Russ is? He's an artist. I'm assuming hip-hop in nature.
Have a good one, Elder. Thanks
Yeah.
for tuning in.
Hell yeah, Elder, you're the man, dude. Thanks for all those memes. You always fucking crack us up. But yeah, he was down there at the Hartman watching an artist named Russ, R-U-S-S. Never heard of it. I was thinking maybe I was out of the times, but if you guys haven't heard of it too, maybe it's not as famous as I thought. I think it's about the size of New Cambria, right?
What?
The
Population of the town, probably 250.
Okay, 250.
I mean, that would probably be
Josh has said him too.
that would be max. It could have changed since I've really actually been there.
I don't know. I've lived in 2 small places. Towanda, Kansas, population 180.
God damn.
And Burden, Kansas, population 22.
Did you ever have schools?
No. Actually, I lived in Burden before I was school age. And then Towanda actually had a high school, but it was all the small places that I got shipped into there. It was actually a pretty big high school.
Really?
Yeah.
250 could be an overestimate, but I would say that sounds right. I don't know.
That's nuts.
I can look up the 2010 census. Hold on.
Okay, so Josh, yeah.
Hold on.
But no, okay, so you got $1.50 mystery beers. What kind of beers did you get? Were they all domestic? I'm assuming so, because it's the Hartman. I'm sure they're like sponsored by Budweiser in
The
some way.
Hartman Arena?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
The 2010 census of Hamilton was 268.
Nice.
And
pretty
it
close.
has shrank in the last 8 years.
Yeah.
So it could be less than 200 now.
Probably 180 something.
In that
I get
neighborhood,
it.
I would say.
Cool.
That is nuts. We are almost coming up on the second beer. Did you guys even start these yet?
Yeah,
I'm
starting
not
it
right
now.
here, bro.
Fuck.
Mm.
These ones are. I don't know.
Jeff says he was the class of '96. It's like watching a kindergarten right now. Jeff, man, I'm glad you're on tonight.
Hey, guess what? We're
what
legal to drink.
Yeah,
So,
barely.
What are you drinking
One
tonight,
or two
Jeff?
days.
I don't think I saw. If you did say, I don't think you saw. Whoa!
Tecate. Ooh.
Tecate,
I
Guinness
like
Extra
Tecate.
Stout, New Belgium Citradel. Okay, I'll go with the New Belgium. That sounds pretty dope.
Wait, isn't the Citradel like the two different ones? The raspberry lime and the strawberry lemon?
No, that's
No.
fantastic.
Oh, it's sarcastic.
Citradel is totally different. It's its
Yeah.
own.
Okay.
I don't mind Tecate.
I like
I
What's
like
it, Tecate or
too.
Tecate Light? Tecate Light tastes like ball sack.
I like Tecate.
But I like
Tecate does a
Tecate.
Diablo Tecate. I like those.
You like that spicy
No,
shit.
I love those.
Hey,
that-
Julie, why the hate?
That
We were
my
talking you up, and
micheladas. Oh, I love me a nice spicy michelada with a Modelo. Yes.
Jeff Hines' comment still pisses me off. Like
What?
watching the kindergarten right now.
it's because he's the same because he's older than us. Man.
Oh,
Hey, I'm glad we're at least entertaining to old fucks like you.
Josh says, "Fuck you, because you before I was even made."
oh man, that.
Oh, and an IPA.
That's
Hell yeah. What? Bud Lights were $6, and you can get $1.50 IPAs if it's part of your mystery. Modelo Especial. Okay,
Yep.
I'll get down. I'm more of a Negro Modelo, but
I like
Especial's
both
not
of them.
I like
Yeah.
Especial. Whenever we go to,
bad. You prefer Especial over the other?
I actually
Okay.
do.
Right on.
When we go to, sorry, go ahead.
Tangent, rabbit trail. So I took some of the sequence to the 10-year reunion.
Yes.
And I was like, all right, this is a beer that I could probably convince some of these fucks to drink. And a couple of them like, all right, you cannot just take one drink and say, no, I don't like it. You have to drink 4 drinks and then tell me whether or not you want something different. And every one of them, they took the first one, they're like, you know.
You said 3 more, bitch.
But then they drank 3 more, like just with every, and that was my experience with sours as well. You cannot do a 1 drink and then like turn it away. All of them finished their whole beer, and they're like, oh, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And you know, that's how Chris, one of the guys we work with, Mike Wilson. I think that's right. Fuck, yeah. He was a Michelob Ultra. That's all he drank, through and through. And now he's all about, like, he buys Sequench all the time, but he'll go and try other sours. He always goes back to Sequench. I think he's kind of found a bread and butter in that now. I think it's like a comfort thing for him, but he goes out and tries some sours all the time now.
Other than the price of Sequench, I have to say it is an incredible beer. But that price point puts me off. I mean,
What is it, $9.99?
$10.99. I mean, and that's for a take-home beer for a 6-pack. That's a little, it's a little bit.
You
Pretty
got it,
stout.
Jeff.
Yeah.
All about that take, brother.
I mean, it is a good beer. It is definitely one of those kinds of beers where you're like, hey, try it. And everybody's going to do that, exactly like you said, like, oh, God,
Well,
damn, who
I
would
think
drink
the biggest
this?
thing is,
And then you drink about half of it, and you're like, I like that.
I think the biggest thing is, okay, you go, hey, have this beer, and you even tell them this is a sour, and they taste it, and they don't expect it to be sour. Like, no, it's called that for a fucking reason. So I think that's why everybody's immediate response is like, oh, I drink Bud Light. It's just like watery beverage. And then you give them something that has that sour kick to it, and they're like, what the hell? Because they were not expecting it. But once they get to it, they're like, no, this is actually refreshing and delicious.
What,
Yeah.
I mean, is that a tequila barrel age? No, it's just a sea salt,
I
ghost,
bet you
Sea
did.
salt,
Nathan.
black lime, gosa. Yep.
black lime.
Yep.
What's a black lime?
I want to say it's an
know.
aged lime.
Black lime
Weird.
ghost.
Yep.
Okay.
But it's very, very
But
good.
that's very
So-
Dogfish Head.
When
An
people
aged
ask you at your 10-year reunion, what do you do? I'm in IT. Also, I do a beer show, or did you forget the beer show?
Most of them were
completely?
like, oh, what are you doing this weird beer show thing?
They already knew.
What? Really?
Yeah, I shared it on Facebook. So
Oh, okay, cool.
I got most of my Facebook, and like Jeff, one of the guys I graduated with, he was like, "Oh, I watch," and I was like, "I've never seen you comment." So
Yeah.
apparently he's in here sometimes.
Well, that
Nice.
I know. There's a lot of people that I work with too that necessarily won't get on when we're live just because like kids, all that. This is right around dinner time kind of thing for them. But like they'll watch it like the next day at work or on their own.
Okay.
And they'll ask me later in the week, hey, that was awesome. Like, what do you think of this? So like I think we have a lot of viewers that actually watch post production, if you want to call it that, whatever.
Yep.
Watch post live show. So
Yeah.
I mean that to me is awesome because we get all these people that are our regulars and we love and they show up and they're supporting us live. They're giving us comments, giving us shit to talk about. But then the love that we get as the viewers later is also fucking.
Now I feel like an asshole for never doing anything with my Facebook. Like,
You are a fucking dick.
I don't ever do shit with my Facebook. I haven't logged into that thing in 2-3 years.
Yeah.
I think at least 3 people mentioned, like, oh, you do this beer show thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah.
I know.
I was like, you mean I get drunk with a bunch of other assholes? Yeah, I do that.
I mean, here's the funny. I'll tell you this. Eric Pack. I think this is the first time in a long time that Eric Pack hasn't hit me up precast and said, "Hey, what are you guys drinking?" Because he works at the like the best liquor store in Abilene, and they have a pretty decent craft selection. So he always tries to get at least one of the beers. Mm-hmm. And then as far as guys that work, Josh, there's a guy Lynn, Trace. They always, "Hey, what are you drinking tonight? What are you drinking?" And we don't ever see them live, but like they know about the cast and they're interested enough to be like, "What are you drinking tonight?"
I know.
Lynn will give me shit. He goes, "It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday." Like I'm like, yeah. I know,
is this episode 44?
44, man.
Oh,
we have
shit, I didn't put 44 in there, damn it.
88 craft beers
you,
on
Chris.
this show.
More than that, because we had a couple of nights that were
Where we did
more than
3.
one.
We've had at least 88
Yeah.
craft beers on this show. That's nuts.
Yeah.
And we haven't ran out yet, which I was actually really worried about, but so far we haven't done it.
So far.
See, Josh, we thought about that, but I think the call-out part would be whenever we comment or we comment back to your comment like that, we'd have to get in the habit of reading that out and then commenting back on that. Sometimes it's a little hard after, I'm going to say 3 drinks, but then there's a wink in there.
Yeah, and we always...
We're, after 8 or 12, I mean, there's a...
Hey, what's up, Tyler? Sorry
it's a
if
little
I
hard
missed
to
you,
remember.
man. It's hard to keep track sometimes.
But I would absolutely listen to this as a podcast. That's why we've had that discussion before. It's a lot easier for you to be doing yard work or whatever and pop this in and like, all right, let's listen to 4 drunk assholes rather than like, I gotta spend
maybe we should put
2 hours of my night.
We do this as a video, Brews Bros BS, and we do it as a podcast, 4 drunk assholes.
Yeah.
And we wait till like 10 minutes
like
in.
that.
We wait till 10 minutes in, and it randomly starts, and we're drunk already.
4 drunk assholes.
So there was definitely some asshole moments at my 10-year reunion.
Okay.
This one little kid. This little like...
Where people brought their children?
Oh no, there was more children than adults.
Oh my god. I would have bailed.
That's why you said there was 50 people there, and I was like, class of 11 times 2,
22.
22, 50. So some of the other people you guys.
I love the parents too. The parents, because we were all out till at least 2:30. Those kids were out just as long.
God damn, that's
but
terrible.
They all knew each other. Fuck you. They all knew each other, so they all like immediately started playing with each other, and half of them were passed out in trucks, while their parents were, or at least one of their parents was still going on strong, while the other one was just watching disapprovingly. But this one little kid in particular, my friend Jesse, her little boy.
Yeah,
oh,
Nathan.
He kept fucking with our cornhole game. I'd be playing, and he'd take my sack or take my bags, and he would run off with them.
This guy kept fucking with my cornhole, touched my sack. That's all.
You said a kid fucked with your cornhole.
At one point, I remember I had him by both legs, upside down. Or I was doing this one-handed upside.
Yeah, Tyler, we've had a
down.
couple
I
of
was just
Wichita
shaking this
brews,
little
man.
kid. It's like, hey,
you should get on the show sometime when you're in town. Come up to Salina.
Jesus. All right, you two need to start putting this down. We got to review this like 8 minutes ago.
We're good. I mean, today has to start because Chris isn't here.
Yeah, it's true.
And it's your beer, so you have to start.
This is mine. And, you know, the only thing that drew me in was the label. I was one of those nights where I was at the liquor store and I was so indecisive.
This was the label that caught your eye.
Tyler, what are you
I like
drinking
green.
tonight, by the way, if you are drinking?
It had basic green tones. But also, I like these new, what these new manufacturers are doing locally, where they have a generic can and the labels are printed.
Yep.
And this one's
cheaper.
It's cheaper, and it kind of jumped out to me, and I saw it was 6.6% alcohol.
Jesus.
It was.
It's 0.1% less than the IPA.
It's
just
24 versus 75 IBUs, and I don't know. It's made in Kansas and Wichita.
Yeah, Wichita, Kansas.
This is the second Aeroplanes beer we've done.
We had the Dub Runner.
I think that one we kind of shit on, didn't we?
No, actually.
No, I think you got really good reviews. Like,
Okay.
pretty decent.
Okay. Well, this is the Kansas Common Ale.
Hotel in Texas. What hotel? Is it a big hotel?
Tyler, he's a good buddy of mine from like way back. Him and his younger brother Miles basically grew up as my brothers because their mom was basically I would say my second mom, but my third mom. My mom, her friend Tanya, which is their mother, and their friend Tori, which would be all of our third members. I mean, like they're like sisters, not literally, but in the sense. So we all grew up together. Him and his brother Miles, and Tyler does a lot of traveling for work. He's always all over the place. I see him on Facebook and Snapchat and stuff, like doing different shit. It's fucking awesome. But sorry, I was moving for them.
Mind if I get back to my fucking review?
Damn.
Wait. Okay, go.
Are you ready? You ready?
No.
So, aroma, mild, taste, subtly sweet, and experience is American on top of all that. But I feel like it's got a really... It's very drinkable. It's not hoppy. It's not bitter. It's a little sweet, but it says subtly sweet on there.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do the same, 6.5.
Okay.
I almost want to give it better than that, but...
Would you buy this again if you were on your own? And
I would. Sometimes I buy beers when I want to go places, and I know that not everybody likes an IPA, and I want something that's not necessarily... Huh?
That's why you brought the Sequence with you.
I bought that, and I bought the Sawtooth Ale by Left Hand. But they were both ones I'm like, I know these are going to be good beers. They're not IPAs, because, I mean, most people don't like IPAs, I feel like. But I'm like, these are good craft beers from around the area that I feel like people will like. And so I took them. I would put that in this category. It's not necessarily my favorite beer, but it's...
Well, we talk about introductory beers to the craft world.
Yeah, it's a good amber. It's not overly bitter. It's got it's a bang for your buck. It's 6.6% alcohol, so this will get you drunk.
Yeah. It's got the IPA alcohol without the kick.
Yeah, and it's made in Kansas, in Wichita, and I feel like it's a very drinkable beer. Easy 6.5.
Okay.
You or me?
I went first last time, so you go first.
I hate this beer. I fucking hate
Really?
this beer. I hate it so bad.
Really?
He was praising it. I fucking hate this beer. And you're out of your fucking mind.
He said you have to drink 4 beers before you like it, right?
Oh,
Was that what it was?
4 drinks. 4 drinks.
Drink another one.
I will drink it just to...
What's the song?
Just to verify that I fucking hate it.
What's the song?
No, you gotta wait till I at least open it, or else I'm just chugging what's left in that can. But I fucking hate that beer. It is easily a 2 for me. I don't know what it is. It's watery, smoky, and sweet all at the same time. And I don't think it hits any of the notes that it was intending to hit, at least not for me. I can't imagine a time where I'd be like, yes, give me one of those.
Put it in the glass. Try it in the glass.
I just don't like it at all. There's nothing about it that I'm like,
Wow.
this is good.
I feel like this is the most honest beer review we've ever had.
I really don't know what it is about it. Just that first drink to it, I was like, oh, that's kind of sweet. Oh, that's got a water wash. And I was like, this reminds me of that Foggy Dew. No offense, Ian. I fucking hate that Foggy Dew, too. I'm more likely to drink that Foggy Dew because it actually tastes like smoky salmon than I would this, because this just has... It's almost got like a barrel flavor without the...
Josh says it's barking like chicken.
Shit, so I don't...
Smoky, watery.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about this beer. I just don't like it. It's a 2 for me. I mean, it's bottom of the list. Like, the fact that I didn't just take this can...
The fact that he puts this below his shitty pumpkin
I give that a 7.
habanero ale
I give that a 7.
beyond me.
You
That
put this
beer
below
was
the habanero
disgusting.
beer?
Oh, I like the
beer was
habanero
disgusting.
one.
Below single speed?
Yeah, the single speed was a full
No,
4
no,
for me.
he's making a statement. He's being a Jason. He's being a fucking asshole.
No, even if this wasn't your beer, if I chose this beer, I would have easily ranked it the same. I just
He puts
don't
us below
like
the habanero pumpkin beer.
I
That
like the habanero pumpkin
That
beer.
sets the standard for
Lowest bottom shit.
lowest
No.
worst beer we've had on the stand.
No, it's not.
If there is a standard for what should be a 1, that is it. And this is so far above it, it's not even funny.
No, to me it's not. I would easily drink a 6-pack of the habanero pumpkin before I drink another one of these.
I drank
And I'm
one
down
and I
to.
said,
I know.
I'll leave
I don't-
before I drink another.
I don't even
No.
know. Did we all finish it? I don't feel like I finished
I did.
my
I
habanero.
drank 3.
We gave
I
them
drank 3
away.
that night.
We were like, oh, you want some of these? We don't want to drink this
And then I
shit.
took you guys' leftover 6-pack and I took it to work. And then the guys there were like,
And they all hated you
pussies.
for it.
Actually, no. Both Les and Brent are, every time that I tell them that a beer tastes like X, There was like, oh, is this like the habanero beer that everybody hated? I don't trust you guys. Or the long route, the peanut butter porter. Was like, that didn't taste like a chocolate.
The longer that you hold on to this,
milkshake.
the sadder it becomes.
Like, oh man, fuck you guys. Yes, it did.
They're just tough guys. They're just tough guys. I'm gonna put that.
Neither of them drink beer. I mean, they're both like, oh man, I had a Coors Light the other day. I'm like, fuck you. Fuck everything about you.
They're tough guys. I'm just gonna call it out right now.
You have your review now, Neff. We're done with Jason.
Here's the thing. Okay, there's a lot of really. If you guys, anybody who's watching, most everybody who watches is out of the Salina area. If you guys get a chance to go down to Wichita and hit up their breweries, there are so many fucking awesome breweries down there. We talked about Norton's earlier because Nathan was there. There's the Hopping Gnome. There's Third Place.
Forgot about that one.
Yeah, there's Third Place Brewing. There's CSB, Central Standard. My hat. That's my fave. Probably. And that and Norton's is like kind of, depending on what atmosphere you're looking for, those are my two faves.
There's also WBC.
There's WBC. There's 2 different tap rooms, East Side and West Side. There's Aeroplanes, obviously. I feel like there's a couple more that I'm forgetting.
That's a lot.
But, and I will say this, out of all of them, they're all amazing, but I feel like Aeroplanes is my least favorite. It really is. So when you pick this beer, I was kind of interested in trying this in a can.
He said to protect your identity.
Keep going, Neff.
Nathan says. That's great. Nathan says he's not. No, hey, Nathan, you should try it. But they are my least favorite brew. But this is a solid like brown ale. I told you guys before. I was like, is this like what kind of beer is this? Because when you look at the can, it just says Aeroplanes Kansas Common. It doesn't give you what kind of beer it is. Now some of their other ones they do say IPA right below the name, or they say we have 3 here in Salina at Cave Divers. It's this one, it's their IPA, and there's a third one. It's a wheat, and it says wheat right below. But this one didn't say, so we just said ale if you read the description of tonight's cast. But it's a brown ale for sure. Maybe even a breakfast.
Are you positive it's not a porter? Like it has
I'm
all the
100%
notes
positive
that a porter has to me.
I'm 100% positive it's not a porter. I don't know, it's very... It has that robust brown ale flavor.
I'm gonna Google it with my googly eyes.
It's got a lot of maltiness, which you kind of expect out of that. There's nothing exuberant about it, but it is called common. I mean, they named it Hey Common. Like, this is what you get. I gave the last one a 6 because they had all that flavor in there and it didn't stand out to me. I feel like if you're gonna add those flavors to it, like make them fucking solid. I'll give this a 6.5.
Ale.
I'll give this a 6.5. I wouldn't necessarily go out of my way to buy it again, just because of the fact that if I go to buy a beer just for me, I want it to have something special, a little special kick to it. This is a good beer, but not amazing. Like you were saying, you'd buy it to be like, hey, you want to introduce yourself to the craft world, and not be like blown out of your mind and shy away. I think this is a good introduction. Yeah, I'll give it a 6.5.
Cool.
Which one, Josh? What are you talking about? There's a Bass one downtown. I mean, a lot of them have great ass food downtown. I'm trying to think of what you're talking about.
If you're
talking about also, if you're in Wichita and you want to try a shit ton of local beers, and you want to get some great food, but you don't want to like drive all over town, you want to stay in one place, the Anchor down in Wichita has a great selection of local can and bottle beers that you can buy just there, and they have amazing food.
The only thing with the words anchor in it that I really like are Anchor Room, and that's it. And we went there this weekend, well, one of their satellite places.
Well, you guys love the Anchor in Hudson.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the place. But then we went to one of their satellite sites. They've got a satellite restaurant in McPherson.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
And we went there. It was not that great. The cheese enchiladas were good. The hot pork chili, it tastes like somebody was reheating and was like, man, this needs something. Let's pour 5 fucking gallons of salt in here. And I was like,
too salty, yeah.
Oh,
which is really hard to fucking do with pork.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I said to my wife. I said, You have no idea how much salt you have to put in pork in order for it to actually take over. Yeah.
And that's crazy, dude.
She was like, it hurts my tongue. I was like,
oh,
stop fucking eating it.
River City Brewing. Yeah, they have some of their own too. I forgot about that one. Thank you, Josh. And it's a really big establishment, but they have a lot of the locals too. They have their own, and then they have like WBC. I think they have a couple of the CSBs.
Also, Nathan, thank you for trusting me on that. I mean, it is, I appreciate it very much.
Nathan's like, trusting it, not trying that shit. Fuck it.
It's got so many mild flavors in it, but none of them meld together. That's my biggest complaint about it. It's got a sweet, and now that it says it's a cream ale, I guess I can see where that cream is coming from.
Yeah.
I mean, I never would have associated with it, but it is the sweet part to it. But it does absolutely have a smoky flavor to me. That's why, like, I was until I read that, I was convinced. That's the only one that I don't get.
Everything you said, I believe you on, and you didn't necessarily like it, but I don't get the smokiness.
I don't know what it is. It gives me that flavor, or almost like it's like a bourbon barrel without the alcohol. Like it's got that almost woody, earthy flavor.
I can see a little bit of that earthiness, and I think that's with the brown ale though. Like to me, I almost think it's a breakfast brown. I think it would maybe be considered that. Have you ever had Kansas Territory's breakfast brown?
I haven't. Is it any good? You're not a Kansas Territory fan, are you?
I'm not really. I don't know, man. The first couple of encounters I had with Kansas Territory were really awful for me. They became one of my least favorite Kansas breweries. But their breakfast bound, their life coach, and their new summer breeze, their summer one, are actually pretty fucking good.
The summer one it's a lemon wheat, isn't it?
Lemon shandy.
Well, it's supposed to be shandy, but isn't the base instead of it
the base is a wheat? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say like Leinenkugel. They use their Weiss.
Yeah.
For their base instead.
Yeah.
So it's got
a little bit more like lighter body to it. Yeah.
I actually like that one, alright. You're just staring at me while you're drinking down because you love this beer.
Did you do? I'm assuming you did like the sample axe, Nathan.
There was two big comments that came in that I half read and then give up on.
One is Josh talking about root beer. Josh, if you're a root beer expert, how do you feel about a sarsaparilla? I'm a big sarsaparilla fan.
What's the difference?
Root beer actually has different herbs that go along with it, but it does have a sarsaparilla base. Sarsaparilla doesn't have the additional herbs.
Josh is just fucking talking nonsense because he's not old enough to drink. That's all he's doing.
He's not old enough to drink? I did not even realize. I just automatically assume everybody can drink without even thinking about whether or not they're of age. Has that ever happened?
Was that a kid you were shaking out? You were giving him a beer?
Well, I mean, I've looked back at parties where I said something like,
"Yeah, the mango sideboard's the shit, though."
And then anybody who raised their hand, I was giving them shots. Later, like the next morning, Teresa was, or other people were like,
"Hey, Sarah, what's up?"
So were they drinking? And I was like, "Yeah, they're having a great time." They're like, "You know, they're not 21, right?" I'm like, "What?"
They're 13 and a half.
Birch beer.
Whoops, did not mean to break the law, but sometimes it happens without you even knowing.
Yeah. See, you asked that about Nathan and that beer that he did. It was the IPA, but it was, I want to say it was pineapple and something? Or was it banana and something? God, the IPA that you were just talking about, that Nathan went to wherever he sent you the snap.
The mango?
No. God damn it, it's a snap. It's lost forever. You just mentioned it. When he took a picture on the whiteboard or on the blackboard. He knows what it is.
Ozone?
No. You just said it.
Mango Cyborg.
No, before that, right before that.
There's Don't Poke the Bear, which is a stout. Infamous Butcher is a stout. McLovin.
Oh, McLovin.
That's a marshmallow IPA.
There we go. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Because he sent that and I was like,
yeah, he did. He said, I'm going to have
fucking
McLovin.
terrible.
Yeah.
A marshmallow IPA.
Yeah, Nathan knew it. It's good. It's good, dude.
What does it taste like? Marshmallows?
A little bit. It's like toasted marshmallow. Yeah, a little bit. It's pretty good. Nathan, what'd you think of the McLovin? I loved it.
Nah. That sounds...
Wait, isn't McLovin from Superbad?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Either McLovin or Muhammad.
But here's the thing. This is exactly what I was talking about with Norton's. A marshmallow IPA. Who do you know who does that?
I've never heard of a marshmallow IPA.
I've had marshmallow vodka.
Yeah.
I have marshmallow vodka in my house.
But I'm saying marshmallow IPA. Who else does it? Nobody. So they're making love or hate beers. They don't make beers that you're like, okay, this kind of tastes like this, but and they're like, no, we're doing our own fucking thing. We're gonna be either way above everybody or way below, depending on your taste palette. Like,
sure, why not?
Ugh. Yeah, it was really surprising, and like I said, that's my biggest thing about that brewery is like why it's like, holy shit, did you see that?
Yeah.
Why it's one of my favorite kind of deals is they're saying, hey, we're gonna go full force. This is what we're making, like it or hate it.
This is Norton?
Yeah, this is Norton's. You gotta go there sometime, man. It's good.
They came across my Facebook page.
And they have actually really good
opening.
food. They have really good food too. Yeah. Nathan, did you eat there? I know you got the flight, the battle axe. Literally the only complaint I had about the place was the inconvenience of their flight because it is this huge handle battle axe with 4 little beers in it. So like that takes up a huge amount of your table space. So like that's my only complaint is because like when we very first went, it was Taylor and I, and then her friend Sonia and Sonia's significant other Mitch, and we both got a flight, and like it took up the whole table because we had 2 battle axes on the table. Like we didn't have room for our food, anything.
And there's
like
only
that.
4 drinks. They need to step up their game.
Yeah.
And
like
12
Nathan
drink battle axe. I don't want no little fucking.
They do have like because their logo is this big. It's the big battle axe with the logo, but they do have.
Oh, fuck that noise! No, just bring them out in glasses.
You spilled all of them.
Shit,
that sucks. But
hangover burger.
They do have behind the bar. You can see it's like this giant like Final Fantasy VII looking sword, and it has like 10 slots in it, so you can get like 1 of every beer. And I'm sure they bring it out like special, like I'm ordering the giant flight kind of thing. But I don't know.
That's beautiful.
That's even more like inconvenient.
I want the
though.
Final Fantasy 12-foot sword.
Yeah, it's even more inconvenient though.
I would do that.
Yeah, just so you can have the sword and you could wave it around for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know if they let you whip shit around. Didn't try.
I'm sorry if you delivered me shit on a sword.
If you give me shit that's in an axe or in a sword, I'm swinging.
I'm fucking holding it.
That's probably how Nathan spilled all those beers. Is because he tried swinging me. But no, I mean like that's literally the only complaint I had about the place is that their like delivery of flights was kind of inconvenient for the size of what you're getting. Like, I mean it's creative. It goes with their logo. It's awesome, but it makes it difficult to like enjoy. If you sit at a table, 4 bar stools type table.
Yep.
You're full immediately. So, but it's good beer.
Well, one of your friends shouldn't be assholes.
So,
Nathan,
what do you guys got going on this weekend?
This weekend is Father's Day.
Yeah.
My wife is going to make me hot wings and fried okra.
Oh
Woo!
shit!
Can't wait for Father's Day. Yes.
I was saying the last time wings were involved with you and I, it was that Wing Wednesday.
Oh, I love that so much.
That was such a good time, but it was holy crazy shit.
I love my wings just scorching hot. If it burns my insides, it's not hot enough. Like, it needs to melt through me.
Sarah says, yep.
love super hot wings.
Do you guys want to go to Speakeasy or something? Friday or Saturday night?
Yes.
Maybe Friday?
Yes.
I think my wife will be gone Friday, so I'll be...
You'll be free.
So you won't have to ask permission?
She's going to, I think, Mamma Mia with my mother-in-law.
What time are you guys going?
I'm not going to
We're
that.
out in band practice Friday, but afterwards I'm absolutely there.
What time's band practice?
I mean, it'll be earlier. We'll be done by like 8:39.
Oh, come on. Where's dinner? I want dinner.
Okay, eat, and then I'll show up after
Alright,
you eat.
alright, okay, fine.
Yeah, I absolutely want to
You
join
won't be
guys.
there. What time do you want to be there?
I have no idea.
I keep telling this
Happy
guy I've been
hour?
out with him forever.
Do they even do happy hours on Fridays? I didn't think they did.
maybe
No! They absolutely. Monday, I think it's Monday through Friday, and it's like
Till 5.
12 till 6.
Is it till 6? They have
It's
the
like
best
a
happy
6
hour
hour
ever.
happy hour.
They have the best happy hour.
Me and a couple of people that I work with took off an afternoon once and went and had their happy hour from
A couple
12
people you work
till
with?
6.
Is that Chris and
Chris,
Elder?
no, Elder wasn't involved. It was Chris, and then one of the girls that I used to work with, Molly, and Trey showed up too. The guy who brought up Trashy Beer Tuesdays.
Is that when we showed up and you guys were hammered
Yeah.
before 5?
Yeah, and we spent after ice beers. I expected my bill to be so much more, and when they gave it to me, I was like, I gotta order more beers because like I already planned on spending so much more. Yeah, that's like 12 to 6. That's some ridiculous amount
Monday
of
through
time.
Friday. Yeah.
So usually for work, since we're right by it, we go to Big Nose.
Yeah.
And we'll go there every once in a while, and I'll buy a round for everybody from the office. And they're like, all right, so you got 9 beers, $18. And I'm like, these are 25 out there. Fuck it. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Take it.
Fuck
Yeah.
it. Nope, not doing it. That and Felix, I'm gonna call him out. I think he's forgotten to ring up a drink of mine once or twice. What a good guy. What a good guy. Maybe you should all be regulars and tip him very, very, very well. And he will forget a drink of yours.
Is that a Big Nose?
Yep.
Who you talking about?
Felix.
Felix.
Yep.
He's the best, man.
Oh,
I love
he's
Felix.
always fun. He was telling us a joke the other day, and it ended up being his words, not mine. Please excuse the language. A wetback joke, and he said it so deadpan, like I was like, I don't know how to feel right now.
That's how Felix is, though, man.
What's going on? And then he's like, that's a joke. You can laugh, and I was like, oh, okay, because I felt super racist because I wanted to laugh, but I didn't. I thought you were actually talking about true hardship, and he was like, oh no. I'm born and raised in America. My parents carried me over here. I was like, fuck you, man.
He does that shit all the time, man. I love Felix. He's the best, man. Nathan is a frequenter.
We should have a pool night at Big Nose.
That'd be
And
cool.
I'll kick everybody's ass at pool.
I thought we were doing
including
air
you.
hockey.
Will come.
I thought it was air hockey.
Air hockey.
No, I'm better at pool than I am at air hockey.
Yeah, so we gotta play air hockey because we gotta play something you're not good at. Fuck.
Let's say I'm the reigning champ.
I like
Chris
doing that.
is a goddamn pool shark.
Yeah,
Chris
he'll
is a fucking shark.
I've never played him.
Chris ran a full table on me. I broke, knocked one ball in, missed my next shot. I mean, this close, fucking ran that full table on me. I was like, that's a fluke. Let's do this again. Did the same fucking thing the second time. I was like, fuck you.
God damn it.
I met
you.
Chris and Julie and their brother Chandler, who also plays pool pretty fucking well. We went up to billiards, Sunset Billiards, and dude, he was running tables in there, and that's where people go to fucking play pool. And he'd be like, "Hey, you see that guy over there?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I'm gonna go put 10 on the table." He'd pay $10, go walk back with 20. That motherfucker is a pool shark, dude. I'm sorry, Chris. He's gonna be so pissed. He's like, "You're giving away my secret." No, I don't think any of those guys watch the show, but no, yeah, that dude can play some pool for sure.
My mom was a semi-pro player for a while, and I was like, sure, it runs in the blood. No, it fucking doesn't. No, it doesn't. I can measure angles, and I understand how shots are made and everything, but then I'm just like, all right, it's going to hit that ball, and it's supposed to go straight. If I hit it right here, cool, boof, fuck it, never mind.
I grew up in a bar with my dad, and so
That's what you said. That's what you said.
pool was just a way of life for a number of years. And then you get really good, then you don't play for 10 years. And you go back and you remember some things, you're still decent, but you're never what you used to be. And you always reminisce about what you used to be.
Oh, I could have made that shot.
I
Back in high school, I could have thrown that pigskin over them mountains.
I would love to play Chris and have him kick my ass. I would love to, and then I would play Wilcom too. I feel like that'd be a fun night. So let's all go to.
I'm just saying, if we do a Big Nose night, we'll play air hockey, we'll play pool. I mean, don't play Chris if he's betting you money. I'm gonna tell. Here's the thing, because I respect you as viewers and I love you guys. Do not play Chris if he says play me for money. I want a Tangerine. Yeah. Because he's really fucking good at pool. But no, we'll have a night where we all go out to a bar, Big Nose, Speakeasy, fucking whatever.
I think Speakeasy is gonna be Friday.
Oh wait, here's another thing. Thursday night before our show Friday at River Festival, I went out with my buddy Andrew, who recently moved to Florida, came back to run sound on the Bravo stage that we played at. We went up to what used to be Rendezvous, which is now the Voo.
The Voo.
It's a million times
That's
better.
what
Regulars, but there's a shit. Okay, so a lot of people who went to the
Because
Hideaway,
Sarah's dad would go there.
a lot of people who went to the Hideaway,
Yeah.
are now going to the Voo.
Well, isn't it now owned by the person who used to own the Hideaway?
Yes.
Before Rusty took
up
over
there
the Hideaway.
fucking-
Yeah. He does that with a lot of places.
And he's getting a lot of
fucking
shit for it,
places.
especially with this one.
But
This is like one of those last straw kind of things, I think.
But, I mean, you're in his position, and you know that there's really no negative repercussions. Hey, I got to keep business, and all it is some guy's mad at me what do? Because his customers don't fucking care. They get to go to the same place. It's got just new ownership. They don't give a shit.
They're not going to the highway.
And then he's making fucking money.
They're not going to the highway.
Is this Rusty from Manhattan?
No, they're not. Here's the thing. I'm telling you this. I was there the last weekend that the Hideaway was open.
Yeah.
None of those people are going back to that establishment. Zero.
Let's hope. Let's hope he finally learns a lesson because he's done it with like 6 businesses.
Yeah, I know that. I absolutely understand.
Including
I promise you
the
that.
lady.
You should have
Nobody
heard.
going to the shady
You should have heard.
Oh, I have no idea.
You should have heard the shit that was talking on Rusty Leister that last night.
I
Holy shit, it was insane. And I agree. It's kind of I mean, here's the thing. Business perspective, he's doing business. Person perspective, what a giant piece of shit. No, here's the thing. Not only did they take over the VU, it's not the VU, which it's if you were in the rendezvous before,
I remember it.
It smelled like a pissy hobo.
I like it.
It was dark.
It looked like a pissy hobo.
No, it's cleaner. It's nice. It's fucking. It's a good bar. Like, go there and have a beer, and it just.
Yeah, it will. I mean, it's right about
absorb
my house.
the
Why
difference.
the fuck not?
Yeah,
So.
it's one of my favorite downtown bars now. Really, it really is. Just try it.
I was gonna say I still prefer the Paramount.
Not only
Paramount's food. Their waitress is always really nice to us. She's family to.
They have a kitchen, so they got to beat on that. I will say this though. Not only did they take over the VU, they're opening a bar in what used to be the mortuary.
Yeah.
What used to be the mortuary.
Oh no, over on Santa Fe. I heard that.
So
I was like, no, they didn't fucking do that.
No, they did. And they're calling it the last stop. And I'm really excited to see what they're doing with the place.
I was like, that was one of the jokes that Felix was telling, as he went into this huge thing about how whenever he was a kid, he went to a funeral where God, this is fucking morbid. Where 2 kids had died by starting a fire, and they were buried in the same casket. And so my boss, who's there, asks, well, how are they buried? He said, in a fucking casket. He goes, no. I mean, how? Were they like feet to feet, head to head? Well, how are they buried? And he's like, I don't fucking know. And he's like, then I don't believe your story. Your story doesn't match up. Like, it was fucked up. Like, the whole thing was fucked up.
Got some fucked up stories.
Oh, man. It was super fucked up.
Yeah, it's called Last Stop because it was a funeral home. I agree. But it's going to be, I don't know, I'm excited to see what they did with it. Just to see what they made it into. I love the Hideaway. I love the atmosphere that it had, and he's definitely brought that to the VU, so I'm excited to see what he brings to this other bar.
Absolutely.
And I'm glad somebody's sticking a little bit to the Leisters, man.
Yeah.
Because they own a lot of shit. They own a lot of shit in this town. You want to go have fun? Pay the Leisters. You want to start having fun and not do that? Go to one of these spots.
Yeah.
Speakeasy. That's been my spot for years.
It's the Leisters.
I also like Maggie Mae's, right down the street from me, so it's
I've
walking distance of my house. Dude,
I'm not a big...
food is good. They got a nice dark atmosphere inside. It's an older...
It's the regulars, though, man.
It's an older place. Yeah, it's not a place for young folks, really. It's an older people place.
When I worked at Ashurian, we'd get food from there, but it was never my place to go.
I want to hang out there.
This isn't my crowd.
They have the best chest in the Midwest. It's a titty competition during the Thunder weekend.
Yeah,
holy
but
shit!
It's a lot of old 70-year-old biker ladies.
Sir, we're on
I didn't see a single pair of 70-year-old biker ladies.
The dead end or the final stop? Are you asking about the final stop, sir? It's the old mortuary that it's across from the Hispanic grocery store.
In here? In Salina?
Yeah. She was asking about it's like right down the street from K-Dub, not even a block.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's right by K-Dub.
It's the old funeral home that's on
I told her that's where it was opening up.
The east side?
It's east, yeah.
Yeah. Across the street from the Mexican
the New Mexican restaurant, yeah. Which I haven't gotten to eat there yet.
But it's across from the grocery store too, that big.
They are cash only.
Yeah, you got it.
Have you guys ever been to the Filipino place?
Didn't it close down?
Well, so originally it was like Poco. Well, it had a more Filipino name, and then it changed into Jocelyn's. And I don't know if it's open anymore. If it's still Jocelyn's Filipino.
A little tiny.
Did I take it you went then?
Oh, we went when it was the kind of like the original place, and it was really good.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Tiny space inside. I mean, there was only like 4
Nathan
tables.
says it's fire. Is it still open, Nathan? Have you been there recently? Because we don't know.
I should try it. I always love Asian food.
Dude, the Filipino egg rolls were just amazing. The curry dishes they had were great.
Were they spicy curry or were they creamy curry?
It was Thai curry. So it was a Filipino / like Thai kind of influence.
They use a lot of
coconut cream, coconut milk.
That's not the kind of curry I like. I like more of a Japanese curry, which is almost like a
But
chili.
I mean, Nathan says he hasn't been in a month, but that's
like
still
habanero
recent.
for spice. It's really good.
You know, I still actually have never been to the taqueria. That's right there.
Over by where
in that strip mall kind of area.
yeah, where the chicken lips
egg rolls, curry, and the Thai chicken.
Is it good?
From what I've heard, I haven't gone either.
Yeah, I've heard it. I've heard it's really good.
Teresa and I should make you the yellow Thai curry that we started making after having theirs there.
Yeah.
We started making it at home and getting ingredients, and I feel like you would like it.
Thai
it's
chicken
really good.
sounds
It's
awesome,
very
man.
spicy.
I
It's
love
good spicy
chicken.
curry.
So I buy extra hot curry spice, and then I make curry mashed potatoes, and that's.
Wait, you just put the curry sauce in mashed potatoes?
Yeah,
or?
no,
Okay.
curry spice, and yeah. You can add it to kind of anything.
I feel like you would like it, Phil. I feel like
I'm positive.
you would be a bitch.
No, I would hate food. I mean.
No, Thai chicken sounds amazing. I love Thai chicken.
I love chicken.
God, now I just want to eat. I'm just hungry now.
Yeah. Dude, I still remember, and this is I thanked my wife the day after this happened. It was definitely the day after, not that same evening. We did something here at his house, and you were upstairs, and you were eating, and your wife's like, "You're not hungry, you're bored!" And I'm like, "Bitch, if you ever talk to me like that, I will fucking slap the shit out of you. Don't you ever call me out whenever I eat." That is one of the two pleasures I get in life, and the other one is shitting by myself in the bathroom, and I don't get that one very often either. You better let me fucking eat whenever I want to eat. I just remember her doing that, and you were like, "Yeah, it's right," because you were eating chips and cheese dip, and she was like, "You're not hungry."
I was drunk. No, I was drunk.
Oh, you weren't at that point. You weren't at that point. I mean, it was like 4 in the afternoon. You got there around 3, and you'd bike like all day. And she's like, "You've had enough," and you're like, "I'm so hungry right now." I just remember that. I was like, "God damn!" Maybe if somebody smacked food out of my hands like that, we'd be on a different story.
It happens.
She keeps you in line.
Oh shit! Neff left. The conversation maintainer is gone.
No, I had to finish my drink. I was gonna say something a bit earlier, but I don't
How hard did you push?
No.
Did you pee?
Yeah.
It was like 3 seconds.
Literally. I promise you, it was not 3 seconds.
I took a drink, and then he said, "Oh, he went and took a piss." And like it's been. Oh no, I thought this was just you leaving on screen. I was like,
I promise you, it was long enough. I was worried about what you guys were talking about.
It was that.
You had to have pushed so hard to just increase your volume, your flow.
I just peed regularly. I promise.
Have you seen a doctor about this? Because that's unhealthy. That's not good. You should have that checked out.
This reminds me of the Family Guy episode of like fucking peeing, like your pea coat. You mean brown? Like, have you guys never seen that film?
No.
Yeah,
that sounds terrible.
It's fucking hilarious.
So the taco place, that's where Chicken Lips used to be. Have you eaten there?
No, I've heard it's really good.
Yeah, yeah. All three of us. We heard it's awesome, but
we should try that. That's something that should happen.
Let's do something together.
Oh, you know what we all fucking missed, and I texted to you guys the day of, like the day it started. Is last month was the all-you-can-eat ribs all month at Rib Crib. And I wanted to do that like every fucking day. And I was like, we should do that. I should do that.
You texted us once and it was out of context.
I totally missed that text.
Because
I would have joined you.
What? Oh,
I totally missed it.
I was like, oh man, that sounds awesome.
Hey, what's up, Matt?
Oh
shit, hey,
put an event together.
Will's on also.
Next time it happens. They do it every Tuesday, but we always do this on Tuesday. Because every Tuesday I'm like, oh yeah, I can go eat. Oh, you can eat rib. Fuck, no, I can't.
Oh shit, doing an interim. What's up? What's up, Will? Hey Matt, also, if you're drinking, let us know what you're drinking. Will, you said you're an intern. I'm assuming you're not. Also, Will, I was talking about Norton's, one of their new beers. I missed that on it. So did Nathan. If he's still on, Sex, Money, and what? What was it called?
Rock and roll.
Tell me, Will.
Sex, Money, and Hops.
I'm gonna go still.
Will says he just wanted to drop in and say boo. Thanks for the love, bro.
I thought he was trying to be a ghost, not like boo us.
No, I think he was booing.
Like say, hey.
Oh shit! No. Right on, Matt. We appreciate it, man. We appreciate you guys for sneaking a little peek. I know normally you'd be drinking something though.
A little sneaky peek.
Yeah. Sex, money, murder. That's what it was. Yeah, dude, I was so fucking sad. Sunday, I went specifically to try that beer because everybody had been talking about it. They didn't have it in cans. They didn't have it on tap. They were completely out, man. I missed it. I missed the chance, man.
I hate Chris's fridge because it is basically the fridge of
Will
death.
says boo to the planes.
So much shit.
I told these guys about Aeroplanes is my least favorite fucking Wichita brewery, so I agree with you, brother, for sure.
Taster pack? What is it, taster pack?
Oh, he liked the taster pack from Three Rings.
That sounds like, what's in the
taster
taster
pack?
pack?
Boss.
Yeah, what's the taster pack?
I've never heard of this, and I'm sure.
I don't think we have access to that, so you got us beat.
Also, I was going to ask you guys earlier, since you're on Facebook, have you gotten any updates from Ian about that sour that he's supposed to come out with this summer?
I've not seen anything from Three Rings, no.
Oh, fuck.
I'm not sure if
the
I follow
tequila
Three Rings or
barrel
not.
aged one, right?
I thought it was supposed to be just a raspberry sour.
Oh, I know that they're getting ready to release a tequila barrel aged something.
Mm. I just remember Les, the other guy that's in my office, last week before, he
Tough guy.
just in the middle of the day, he's like, "You guys are gonna drink an avocado beer?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?"
So you just tried a bunch of Three Rings beers. That's all you had to say.
He said you guys were gonna do an avocado beer. I said, "I'm pretty sure he told us we could name that one." I'm like 80% sure.
Yeah.
I might have been really drunk, but I'm pretty sure
If Ian comes out with an avocado beer
we're gonna name
and
it.
we don't get any fucking input in it, I'm gonna be so goddamn mad.
I wanted to name it Lesbian Sandals, and he told me I couldn't.
I want to name it Pimp Hand.
Really?
That's not going to be a punchy beer. An avocado beer is going to be so smooth. I can't name it Pimp Hand.
I don't think
That's
avocado beer. It
is a good name, but not for an avocado beer.
Avocado beer sounds hipster, which reminds me of Lesbian Sandals.
Here's the thing.
I
hipster, yes, but also very smooth because it's avocados. They're creamy. They're
Granola
smooth.
Birkenstocks.
What?
Granola Birkenstocks.
Granola Birkenstocks?
I like it.
Boom!
I
Ian,
like it.
Please, God, watch this episode.
Is it patchouli granola Birkenstocks? Is that it?
Colonel Birkenstocks. Avocado beer.
Oh, man.
Coming soon to you.
I like the...
From Three Rings.
Patchouli granola Birkenstocks?
Yep, you got it. Hipster Brad.
Wait. We can come up with with some beer.
Doesn't it, Nathan? Does that not sound fucking good as shit?
What? What's another hipster bee?
Beanies.
Beans. It's a little weak.
As in fucking what is the kickbacks?
Hacky sacks?
Yeah.
I don't agree with that with hipsters.
Wait, okay. What was the two that you get?
Birkenstocks and beards. What
about his bra? Just throw bra in there, dude.
Maybe at some point.
Throw bra in there.
But I feel like if we can come up with
broad-rimmed glasses.
I think it's reaching, and it's horn-rimmed glasses.
No, it's not. It's different. It's different.
Horn rim is like the chicks.
Yeah.
No. It's not actually. It's the just straight sides. It's almost like what you're wearing right now.
It's not, but it is because that's what everybody thinks of when you say it.
Oh, I'm positive.
Fucking dick.
With a hint of lime? I don't want lime in it, dude. I don't want lime in it. Because, that's what you would expect, because that makes it like a guacamole fucking flavored beer. I want avocado flavored beer. Throw avocado in a beer. Maybe a wheat.
Have you eaten raw avocado recently?
Yeah.
What does it remind? It's just like buttery. It has no
extremely
flavor.
buttery.
It's all texture.
Add some salt to it, and it tastes just like a butter. I mean, it's fucking incredible.
It's salt and pepper.
All texture,
I can
no
take
flavor.
an avocado, slice it up, salt and pepper, and just eat it.
Especially if you
it's
add
delicious.
salt to it.
Very little bit.
I mean,
the rest is texture and this mush.
I like it.
It's good for you. I appreciate that, but it doesn't I love it in guacamole when you got onion, salt, and tomato and all the other ingredients in it.
Yeah.
I love it. But the guacamole by itself,
Will's got some names for his
so
avocado
unimpressive.
beer. Wait. I would name an avocado.
Alligator pear, guacamole, avocadaver, guac. No, but we don't want it to be guacamole based though.
No. No.
We want it to be strictly avocado. Hey, Amy.
We want a hipster.
Amy, we're coming up with hipster names for avocado beer.
Yes.
Give us what you got. And we don't want salt and lime. Nathan, this isn't a goddamn tequila shot.
Granola, Birkenstocks, acceptance.
Sophisticado?
Nathan
That's
is
all right.
correct there. Avocado slices on anything. You put it on a salad, awesome. You put it on a pizza, awesome. Put it on a burger, awesome. I mean, it just adds a layer.
I do like Will's idea of sophisticado. That's pretty good.
Sophisticado? Maybe. It's
and
catchy.
that's kind of hipstery, too.
It is catchy.
Yeah.
It's
that's
catchy.
a pretty good one.
But I like lesbian sandals. I like...
What was the one that you said?
Oh!
What was the one you said?
I want to...
The avocado beer name.
Granola Birkenstocks?
Yes, granola Birkenstocks. I like...
That's awesome, dude.
I think Tate Sandals would be an awesome name. It would fit the show perfectly, and we'd all understand the reference.
Oh, I got you, Tate.
But
right.
it would also be one of those names, like the other names that they do, where you're just like, where the fuck did this come from? And they'd be like, Tate's fucking Sandals. I like that name. I like Tate Sandals.
Yeah, you do.
There it is.
You fucking
That'd be
No,
cool.
I
This
think
guy
the
over here
Sandals are
loves
stupid.
the guy.
That'd be
I
cool.
like. This guy loves the guy. Wasn't that Jay and Silent Bob?
Jay and
Is that
Silent
what
Bob,
it is?
yeah.
I'm not all the way gay. I just like
This
to
guy over here, though.
yeah. He's
the guy.
all the way gay.
Now, that would be actually a really cool Tate Sandals.
Oh,
That'd be perfect, yeah.
So you're equating Tate with lesbian. So you're replacing lesbian with Tate. So I see what you're doing. You're trying to sell it as a good thing.
Here's the thing. You're like, fuck you, Jason, because you replaced me with lesbian. But also, your name is in a beer that's going to be sold at least all over Kansas.
There you go.
Tate Sandals.
There we go. Tate Sandals.
And it becomes huge. It
Do
gets
you see
award
the way
winning.
I
It goes
rock
around the
those
country.
sandals? I own
Are you?
those
You're wearing
fucking-
socks right now. Please tell me you're wearing socks with sandals. No, you're wearing shoes over there.
I got my Brooks right here.
Yep.
Look at
No,
these
no,
fancy, supportive
no.
shoes.
No.
Hey, Will, if you make an avocado beer, you better let us name it, man. Because you didn't hear about it until you watched it.
Avocado.
Just god damn it! If you make an avocado beer, do it. It would be amazing. Because I know you guys make good beers. I still want to drink your fucking beers.
Whenever you're gonna review your beers on here.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do Slam Brewing.
Teach Jandals.
Let's do a Slam Brewing night.
It reminds
Or
me of
review
some
only your
Bojangles.
guys' beers.
So Jangles.
And one of the
Bojangles.
beers, avocado beer that we named. Come on, Will. Let's make it happen.
Why not?
I know you got that power. You're one half of your company right now.
So do you think Julie and Chris have some peanut butter and jelly upstairs?
They do. I was talking about this tonight.
Okay.
I said, I'm going to get there, and I'm going to come down, and I'm going to be setting this thing up, and I bet you Tate's going to be upstairs making 4 peanut butter and fucking jelly sandwiches. He's going to come down with just that on a plate. He's going to be like, I made 4 for... Oh, Chris isn't here. I guess I get 2.
PB&J, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it's so good for the soul.
Will, you have to make an avocado beer, and you have to let us name it, and then we want to have a night where we review your guys' brews.
See, wait. Do they just make... They do home brewing. They don't do distributing brewing?
No, not distributing. Not yet.
That is the perfect time to name your avocado beer Lesbian Sandals. Just so you know,
Because no one...
before it has to hit BR, you can name it Lesbian Sandals. It's the best time to do it. It's the absolute best time to do it. You don't have to justify yourself. This is my beer. And then when somebody questions you about it, be like, my sister's lesbian. They're like, you don't have a sister. And you're like, I did, until she was ashamed of being lesbian and left our family. I mean, there's a whole storyline that you can do behind that, and it's now a tribute, and you shame everybody who questions it. There you go.
Well,
You gotta
you
do
try. Because we love you.
You get to do it. Almond milk.
God, I hope this happens.
I was gonna say I like my peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and then I dip them in milk. That is absolutely something
You
I
know,
love
David
to
was
do.
telling me this, that he loved peanut butter and vanilla. Like, he took peanut butter and dipped it in vanilla almond milk. And
Ooh.
That's kinda weird. Yeah.
Let's be in sandals. That's pretty good. Because here's the thing, you could get through PR with that.
Maybe.
Let's be in sandals.
Maybe.
That's good, Nathan.
I see how that is.
Dude, that's pretty good.
I
admit it.
see how that is.
Admit it. Because you could get away with that. No one
you
can question
You
it.
could.
Let's be in
It'd
sandals.
be like so fucking.
Yeah.
Like you're like,
So
oh,
fucking,
you fucking.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It's 2018 and the hate will flood in.
So you know what pho is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of places named Pho King. Yeah.
Exactly.
I kind of want pho now. That
Well,
sounds really good.
for real though,
Dude,
we need to
Is
hit
it
you
good
up.
at Umami Bowl?
It's golden.
We need to
it's
hit
the
up at
best
night,
in
Will,
town.
that you're on
Well,
cast
it's the
and we
only
need to be
place in
drinking
town
your
I think
beers,
serve
man.
Timer.
Does Diner serve pho?
It does.
They serve really shitty udon, so I don't trust the
It's
pho.
not good.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't trust it.
absolutely, Will. I agree. I dig it too. Let's be in sandals. That's so good. What? Make the avocado beer. Name it that. Let's do this, Will. We'll try that, and we'll try what other beers you throw our way. We'll have a whole Slam Brewing night.
Let's be in
with you and
sandals
Kyle.
with a Birkenstock as the image. And
It'd be so good. That's
okay,
amazing.
it's growing on me. It's
And
growing
we're
on me
here
now.
with a brewer.
It's definitely growing on me. Let's be in sandals. There we go.
It's
That
good, man.
way when you say it quick enough, it's good.
It's good.
I like it. I like
Man,
it. It's
The
it's
shit
definitely
we
growing on
talk
me.
about.
solid gold.
You know Chris is gonna laugh his ass off when he listens to this tomorrow. Oh my god.
Solid gold. Mm.
Yeah.
Can you believe we're an hour and 40 minutes in?
Wait. What's Honolulu Handshake? Is this like a Rusty Venture? Is that what's going on?
Look up Honolulu Shake.
Alexa, what's a Honolulu Handshake?
God damn it. Hey, what's up, Luke? Jesus, man,
It's
you're
from
late
CSB,
today.
Central
Hey, what's up,
Standard
Chase? I'll look it up because you're fucking way late.
Speaking of,
He says, "Tell me you all looked that up." That's the next comment.
Okay, yeah, I'm letting him look it up because I don't want it in my search history. Apparently,
How many phones do you have, Jason?
I got my work phone and I got my phone.
Who said they're
Oh
looking
yeah,
it
you
up?
got your like Playboy phone.
Who said they're looking it up?
This is
Oh,
my
yeah.
phone. My phone's shit.
With all your
This is my
lady
work phone.
friends. Now I see what's happening.
The only lady in my phone is your wife.
Urban Dictionary.
Ooh. It's not true. It's my wife and Mary.
What? Okay, Honolulu Handshake, according to Urban Dictionary.
Oh, okay, great.
The act of a nun swimming underneath someone at the beach and subsequently giving them a hand job, to the immense surprise and delight of the recipient. Although the act is not well known, it is surprisingly commonplace. In fact, the Honolulu Handshake, along with its common variant, the Pope Grope, is the third most commonly practiced beach activity enjoyed by nuns, preceded only by Guatemalan knife fights and building sand convents.
This sounds crazy.
So,
Whoever
like,
came up
a
with
nun
this.
randomly, comes under you and
Swims
fucking
underneath
jerks
you
you off.
and gives you a. Yeah.
Thanks, Will.
I
Cool,
don't-
now that's on our fucking page forever.
The only Urban Dictionary definition that I like is the Charizard. I think that is fucking hilarious. And every time I read it on Urban Dictionary, which I try not to do too often, every time I read it, I fucking cry. Because it's amazing. And all I can remember is being 8 years old and playing Pokemon, and then you introduce this scenario. I'm like, God, that's fucked up. God, that's so fucked up. So please, the first person to Google the Charizard, go ahead and post your reaction to reading that. And if it isn't just tears, I'm sorry for you. You had a fucked up childhood. Because I love it, and it's amazing. Speaking of video games, E3, anybody pay attention? No?
A little bit.
No? Elder Scrolls 6 was announced.
Oh, saw that.
Awesome.
I saw that.
I'm very happy about that. Fallout 76 was
Looks
announced.
fucking good.
I want to love it so bad, but they said it's going to be always online. The only other NPCs that are actually human are going to be other players, and that's the whole interaction. So it's either you against monsters the whole time, getting quests from robots and holotapes, or you have to actually interact with other people, which sometimes doesn't suit anybody else, or maybe you're in a region where it doesn't connect or anything like that. I don't like that idea. I don't like that a lot. They did also introduce Elder Scrolls Blades, which was basically Morrowind / Skyrim / Oblivion on your phone. Looks alright.
Yeah. I'm not big on turning shit into phone games though.
FromSoft, who does Dark Souls, did I want to say
Yeah,
it's
like
called,
the Division. You got it, Josh.
I want to say it's called Sekko, but it's a samurai game, and it just looks picturesque every scene that they do. Like every time you do like these huge fight scenes, it's always like cherry blossoms falling from the sky and shit catching on fire as it rains down on you, and it's doing these these like really intense sword fights. So, like
100 times
cool.
combos type shit.
Yeah, well, not even that. Like it's like, all right, so like you two are circling around each other and you're waiting for that person to move, and they go to move in, and you block, and then you have to parry. Because if you don't parry immediately, then they just get that free opening, and it's like it's really intense. Like the kind of thing that you just start sweating. You're like, oh fuck, no.
You're talking about beautiful scenarios, and Nathan's like the
Charizard.
Charizard.
I fucking love the Charizard. It's my favorite one ever.
I think I was reading about the new Kingdom Hearts.
It comes out next year.
That sounds like something I would like.
Yep. Oh, did you see the new Resident Evil 2 remake?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, that looks incredible.
Chris and Julia
that looks
are
so
with Mercules
fucking
right now. Chris and Julia are watching Mercules right now.
Nice.
They did something
I
yesterday.
hope they have fun. Were you a Kingdom Hearts fan then, I take it?
I never played.
Really?
I watched all of the gameplay, and
Okay.
I regretted not having the console to play. So I think I have a
Pretty
console
sure
now.
he's got all of it over here.
Yeah, you can find it all. I promise you.
I bet you he's got extra copies of 1 and 2 and a PS2.
I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say
I
any
have
of you
no, I have a
guys.
PS2.
Do you?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anyone's gonna get the chance to see it, but maybe for the select few that we trust that are in the inner circle,
Get to see the shrine.
you might get to see the behind the scenes look. Nathan's already seen it. He's been on cast. Blair's already seen it. He's been on cast. Maybe Josh. Josh, you haven't been on.
He finally turned this fucking thing off. It's been on for like 3 weeks.
The PS2.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. You're gonna see a little bit, maybe of the temple. But it's not for everybody. We're not gonna show everybody. Not everybody's allowed in the house. We're gonna keep it on lock.
Dude, I'm not shitting in street buckets. That's not happening.
Well, we're part of the family. You know what I'm saying?
I'm pissing
When you're
in
part
the
of the
tub.
Sopranos
That's
family,
what's happening.
you're pissing in the tub.
Yeah, I'm pissing in the tub. I helped
I'll
put
take
that
these
glass
kitchen
in. I'm
sink.
pissing in the tub.
I was gonna use the kitchen. Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
I'm
Fuck,
just gonna pee on my tree.
I had to fucking carry. I was lifting that glass so that he
When
wiped
was
that shit
this?
under it last night.
Oh,
Fucking
shit.
lifting that thing. I was like, oh god, my fucking arms are shaking because I'm leaning forward, just holding this shit. I'm like, oh no, it's so fucking heavy.
So did he needed to cut a piece of metal?
No.
Was this in
He
the
didn't do
main bathroom?
Yeah, right upstairs.
He posted on Facebook about needing somebody to cut a 90-degree on a piece of metal.
Hmm.
And I didn't see it until too late because I have a fucking metal cutting miter saw at home.
Yeah, I
I
saw.
felt
the
bad,
What
but I
was
didn't see it
that?
until this morning.
I'm curious if it was about his handles then or what. Cause,
Something. Yeah, I saw it tonight too, though.
But nope.
Because John had said something about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the perfect saw for that. Just wanting to be used, not being used.
That sucks. But all right, we're almost 2 hours in. This is one of our longer episodes.
Yeah.
We get a pretty good stream.
I think so.
Oh, are we toasting?
Yeah, let's give
All
it
right,
a toast. Let's
toast.
finish it off.
Toast to Let's Be in Sandals.
Let's
How did you
be
get
in
the porch rocker?
sandals.
Did you go to the bathroom?
No, I just got up and I went and grabbed a fucking porch
Oh.
rocker
I tell you.
because I didn't want to drink either of these beers. Sorry guys, this was not a good week. Thanks
You ready
Tate,
for this?
since Chris isn't here. No
You ready
good.
for this?
No good. Your beer
I gave
is
you
sad.
God mode all
Thank you
night.
guys all
I'm gonna
for
take
tuning
it
in.
over.
God King.
I'm gonna take over God King mode right
It's
now.
been a
Let's do
bitchin'
it.
time.
I know. We love you guys so much for reviewing every week. Thanks for stopping in. All the likes, all the shares, all the comments. You guys keep us going. We could get drunk every week by ourselves, but it's way more fun with you guys.
I do get drunk every week by myself. I
God
told my
damn it,
wife,
Jason.
I said my goal is in the next year, I want to get a big bathtub to drink and get super
soak
drunk in.
in. Yeah.
That's the goal. That's the life. That's all I want out of my life is a bathroom where people leave me alone. I can listen to podcasts and get drunk in the tub.
Right.
That's
So,
what I want to do.
as depressing as
That's
that
what I
shit
wanna
was
do.
just now,
Oh,
no, I'm
no,
just
that's
kidding. It
super
sounds
relaxing.
amazing, but some of them might see it the other way.
Super relaxing.
We love you guys. Thank you guys so much. If you guys hear of an avocado beer, make sure you let them know that they heard it here first and they're fucking thieves and we're going to take them to court.
Yes.
So here's the
Or
lawsuits.
they can name it Let's Be in Sandals.
Yeah. Cheers to lawsuits. Let's be in sandals.
And
Also,
Bourdain. And Bourdain.
Here's to Anthony Bourdain.
Toast to you.
Also,
Pour it out for the homies.
July 28th.
28.
BBS BBQ.
Fuck you, Tate at BrewsBrosBS.com.
Fuck you, Tate.
Yay!
Just show up. Good night.
Oh, Jesus.
I was doing it left-handed.
I think you click just done, and done saved.
Yeah. If you click delete video. Well, that's so stupid that they're so fucking close.
I gotta pee again.
And then stop streaming up in the thing.
recording?
I was gonna say if you click stop streaming, it stops both.
I can't click the other one.
Maybe it's because of the timer? I have no idea.